Okay, this is the emergency stream. I thought the thing is that I thought there would be a few significant tornadoes. Although a lot of people thought that as well, but we were wrong on that front. We do have, and I repeat, we do have a confirmed large destructive tornado that just ripped through the heart of Sulphur. So yeah, this is an emergency stream. Due to this, we also had another tornado down to the southwest of Sulphur. Multiple chasers were impacted by this, including one of our very own chasers that was nearly killed by the tornado. This is a destructive tornado on the ground. That will be moving.
I had to this. Yeah, we got two powerful tornadoes on the ground right now.
Yeah, we're live right now, and I'm assuming that's the one near Holdingville.
Yeah, over by Spalding. It just went right over the town.
Yeah, so again, this has ramped up significantly. When we ended it off, we thought it was just going to be a few more possibly overnight significant tornadoes, but this is turning into a full-fledged tornado outbreak. We now have 13 tornado warnings on the board. This is getting out of hand extremely fast.
Yeah. There's still major reports coming out of Sulphur.
Yeah, these are very disturbing.
Storm spotters, they're okay.
Yeah, and good. By the way, our chaser is okay, but we do know that there is some chasers that did get hit by the tornado.
Yeah. I'll tell you what the problem is with this. It's the low-level jet kicking in.
Yeah. And again, you have that...
Once that low-level jet rooted into the atmosphere, it just... Wow.
That rotation near Holdingville...
Low-level jet right now is 50 knots.
Yeah, that rotation near Holdingville is very strong. If there is not a large tornado already, there's about to be.
Yeah.
This is and again, we had two other tornadoes. One of them is still ongoing. One of them was all the way back here east of Lone Grove. And then we had another one that was, that directly hit Sulphur out of nowhere.
Yeah, that just literally popped out of an instant. I mean...
Yeah, and it caught several chasers off guard.
Oh, hey, the National Weather Service in Norman just issued a PDS tornado warning for Hughes County.
I'm assuming this is the one near Holdingville.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, that velocity signature.
They say that people in Holdenville need to take shelter now in the warning. That's what it says.
Yeah.
You need to go to your safe place now. This is looking to be an intense to violent tornado we have here, folks.
Yeah.
This is not a joke.
Yeah, that velocity on there, that reminds me of the tornadoes that we had yesterday. That heavily reminds me of the tornadoes we had yesterday. And this is very unbelievably destructive. You need to be below ground immediately.
Oh my god.
This is an intense to violent tornado ongoing.
I got even worse news.
What is it?
There was a large wall cloud reported in Kansas. A new tornado warning for St. Angelo. The mesoscale is finally coming in. We have a bad problem.
So the warning here for Holdensville says that a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Holdensville, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. People in Holdensville need to take shelter now. This is a weather spotted confirmed tornado as well, with the TDS showing up on radar.
Yeah, and again...
Also, I'd like to note that velocity signature just got stronger.
Yeah, and the Holdingville, you can see the debris tracker on the left. That is a very deep tornado debris signature. That's northwest of Holdingville. If you're in that warning, you need to seek shelter now. This is an intense to violent tornado on the grounds right now.
Also, people in Sulphur, if you're still able to see this, if anybody is there, there is another circulation headed in the area. Also, another PDS tornado warning has been issued by Norman.
Yeah, I just want to say
Ardmore
this.
is getting
Okay.
hit a second time.
I just want to say this. If you're in Vanos and Center, seek shelter now. That is a very powerful rotation. That is the same that is the same one that just hit Sulphur. Take cover now. If you're in Vanos or Center, we got a strong tornado developing. And then keep in mind, we got
Ardmore
that storm to
hit
the
by
southwest
a-
too. That's heading through the same areas impacted by the tornado from earlier.
Yeah, and the tornado that hit Ardmore earlier was also a potentially violent tornado. And we have another really intense tornado hitting that area. That is not a very good situation there for Ardmore.
Yeah, and Holdingville, I mean, this is devastating. That is very devastating to see on the radar right now.
I do not like this at all.
That is
This
extremely
is not good.
devastating on the radar. That is, you need, we're pleading with you, if you're in that warning, seek shelter now. This is an extremely life-threatening situation. Like everything,
that
like
Holdenville
everything is
storm.
telling us we got an extremely dangerous, potentially violent tornado on the ground. This is the thing that we feared.
National Weather Service has issued another PDS tornado warning. That is for the Roth storm over by Hickory, the one that hit Sulphur. The large TDS is getting bigger and more defined there, as it looks like a
Yeah,
violent tornado is still on the ground.
a violent tornado is still on the ground, and then we got this other situation going on near Vanos. That has to be. There's no way. Okay, yeah. So the warning on GR2 is incorrect. That is a PDS warning for Vanos and Center. Seek shelter now. That is an intense debris signature and velocity scan.
I'm seeing reports that the Holdenville storm may be as wide as a mile wide right now.
Yeah, this is a extremely catastrophic situation, particularly dangerous situation. At this point, if this was heading towards a major populated area, this would be a tornado emergency easily. This is going to basically
Tulsa has issued a tornado warning. PDS.
This would be a tornado emergency easily. This is basically the tornado emergency of the rural areas here. Seek shelter immediately.
We currently have 4 PDS tornado warnings in effect right now. 2 for the Holdenville storm, the Tulsa side of the warning, and you have the 2 over here. This is not something you see very often. You don't see 3 or 4 of these warnings at once in a line.
And when we ended off the stream, I said how there could be a few strong tornadoes overnight, but we were never expecting something like this.
Tulsa issued a PDS.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, that is an extremely
is that
violent.
for the Comma Head or is that for the Supercell?
It's a supercell.
This is an
Okay.
extremely
That was the Comma
violent
Head, I was-
tornado on the ground, northwest
Oh
of
my
Holdingville.
God, we got 3 violent tornadoes on the ground right now, guys. This is wow.
Again, if you're in that area, you need to seek shelter right now. This is this is a life-threatening emergency.
Oh my God.
And again, this is the thing that we feared during the daytime, but here it is happening in the nighttime, which is just proof that an event is never over until it's actually over.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not gonna talk about it right now. Never.
Yeah, right now,
I was just gonna say I feel like our Outlook did an amazing job for at least highlighting the big potential.
all right,
Give
let's
it a
not
look.
talk about our discussion right now because we have a life-threatening emergencies going on. Again, this is
Yep.
going to be heading straight for the one that the Sulphur tornado that is now approaching Vanos. It looks like it is going to make a direct beeline for Center while being dangerously close to Vanos. So if you're in Vanos and Center, seek shelter now. We also got this tornado right behind it. So Sulphur, I know you just got hit by a tornado, but soon you might be back under the gun for another tornado.
We got some. The really bad news about those towns that got hit is that a lot of supercells are training behind them, coming from the test border. We might have a mesoscale corridor of danger.
Yeah.
Today it was bad,
Today is
and then it got unbad, and then it just got 10 times worse.
Yeah.
that's what nature does. You're always gonna be weather aware.
Yeah, and again, like, this is a very catastrophic situation. The tornado count's currently unavailable. I can't tend to that right now, but we are up to 13 tornado warnings at this current time. That suddenly started spiking like crazy only like an hour or two after we hanged up the stream. I think when we left, I think it was only at like 5 or 6 tornado warnings. Actually, I think 2 or 3, but still, just a
New
sudden
tornado
spike.
warning: a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Tempton, moving east at 45 miles an hour. If you are in that area in the Missouri and Cooper County, taking cover now.
Yeah, and again, looks like the storm near center seems to be weakening a bit, but still remaining near shelter. That is still a large tornado on the ground. Again, that velocity on that Holdingville cell it's basically what we saw yesterday. It's on
I got
par
really
with
bad
what we
news.
saw
Another
yesterday.
supercell just went tornado warning within the mesoscale cluster. Another one to go.
Yeah, like this
All of them are getting
velocity we're
warned.
picking up near Yeager, this is basically on par on what we seen yesterday. With how intense that velocity is. You have every
Don't
indication.
mind me. I'm gonna go to new Sky News 9 real quick.
Yeah, we have.
I'm likely to go back to their coverage.
Yeah, we have every indication
See if
that.
they can give us anything.
Yeah, we have every indication to suggest that this is a violent tornado on the ground. At one point, we did have multiple violent tornadoes on the ground. There's still major tornadoes still. Mainly the Sulphur one, and also currently this one, which seems the strongest out of the 3, that is approaching just west of Yeager. And again, you could see, based on me playing it back, you can see that sudden, rapid intensification of that storm. And again, that velocity is a nightmare to look at.
Dude, this is just...
This is going to be crossing the highway here at any moment. If you're in the rural parts of Yeager, you need to seek shelter right now. This is a large destructive tornado. You will not be able to see it. You will not be able to see this tornado either. Do not try seeing this tornado. It is getting rain wrapped now. You can see where that hole is on the radar with all the rain starting to wrap around. So on top of it being nighttime, it is also now rain wrapped. And it is a large, destructive tornado on the ground.
This is what I hate about these types of days. You think they're done, and then it comes back to bite you in the butt.
Yeah.
I have no words right now.
It is a very destructive storm. Very destructive storms where we have multiple major tornadoes.
National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center just issued a little mesoscale, gamma mesoscale discussion for the cluster of discrete supercells. Also, National Weather Service Norman continues the PDS tornado warning for Pontiac County, Oklahoma, stating that there is a large and extremely dangerous tornado that is moving northeast 30 miles per hour just south of Vanos.
Yeah.
People in and near Vanos need to take shelter now.
Yeah, and I'm going to play back the radar here so you can see that intensification as it hits Sulphur and then makes its way to Vanos. Again, that is a destructive tornado on the ground. You need to seek shelter. Don't let that red polygon disturb you, confuse you. That is supposed to be dark red, which means PDS Torr in this case. See, that is a PDS Torr wording, meaning particularly dangerous situation. A large tornado has been confirmed.
Chris Hall is reporting power flashes.
With what storm?
I'm trying to, my friend just sent me that, so I'm currently trying to Oh, he's on the Holdenville storm.
Holdingville storm.
Okay, this makes completely sense now why we're getting this type of severe weather. The Storm Prediction Center here says influence of the mid-level speed max appears to be affecting convection over central and southern Oklahoma, with low-level SRH increasing markedly across eastern Oklahoma this evening as the low-level jet is focused into this region of the southern plains, with 0 to 1 SRH values in excess of 600 meters squared per second squared, with weak inhibition that was observed on the 0Z Oklahoma City sounding. That is now negligible. And they're saying that tornado potential appears significant with these discrete pre-MCS updrafts. So as long as these storms stay ahead of the line, they will be capable of producing long-track, intense to violent tornadoes. The environment is primed.
Yeah, this is a very
The
destructive
question
situation.
is though, wouldn't they be able to still produce strong, really strong
Guys,
tornadoes in
Sulphur,
MCS
Oklahoma is
clusters?
under a PDS tornado warning.
Again, okay,
Sulphur,
so
Oklahoma is
Sulphur,
under
I
another
know
PDS.
you just dealt with a tornado, but you're back under the gun. I am sorry to say it, but you are back under the gun. Please seek shelter if you can. This is really horrible because that's gonna heavily limit search and rescue efforts. But Sulphur, you need to find shelter as you're now back under the gun for another tornado, and unfortunately, if this warning polygon's correct, we could be taking this directly for Sulphur.
Oh my god. Please not Sulphur again. Please not Sulphur again.
This reminds me of Rolling Fork. They downgrade as soon as this occurs.
And
Damn it.
and just you can see the hook there over here. Look at the velocity on that is just crazy to look at as it's now approaching north to Bear Den. If you're in Bear Den, you gotta seek shelter right now. And there's an interstate out there. If you're on that interstate, you need to get off the damn interstate right now.
There's more discrete supercells crossing the Red River into Oklahoma as we speak, into this very primed atmosphere, following behind the sulfur storms. So Sulphur, you may have more on the way after this, so you need to stay weather aware.
Yeah, and there's a tornado warnings in a complete line. So these are gonna be trending
got very
one
bad
after
news.
after another. Go ahead, Tristan.
I got very bad news. The EML really disappeared across Tulsa. We may get the same thing to Tulsa too.
Oh god.
And
Near
it's just-
Tulsa.
I just
This
want to
is
point out.
why a moderate was issued.
Okay, I want to point out that we do have 14 warnings currently active, tornado warnings.
Which is nuts. That's the second highest we've had today.
Yeah, that record being yesterday with 15 warnings.
Yeah.
And this ramped up because remember we ended the 8-hour stream about 2 hours ago, and we had about like 3 to 4 warnings active, and now just 2 hours later we have 14 warnings.
That's just nuts.
This is.
It's
Today's
just
just
went
been
complete
all-
chaos. This was just nearly.
They-
This is nearly worst case scenario right here.
It's a worst case scenario. Sulphur had no warning. No one was ready for that mesoscale interaction and the low level jet finding at the same time. No one was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
That
very
tornado over there by Holdenville is holding very strong, staying with that really tight circulation there.
yeah.
And this reminds me of the tornadoes from yesterday because a town got hit. And now another circulation's heading right towards that same area.
Okay, I also
Let's
just want to
see,
say
Holdenville. It looks like the tornado is still on the ground. TDS isn't very strong, but it's currently going over a field.
Yeah, it's currently going over fields right now.
Alright.
So Bear Den, please seek shelter now. This is a very large tornado.
It
I'm
has
gonna check
been
that tornado warning
reported
in
to be
Texas
at
real
least
quick.
a mile wide, so...
The tornado warning in Texas, real quick. I know we're talking about Oklahoma, but that actually does have a decent hook echo. So I would watch the one for the San Angelo and WS.
Yeah, someone watched
There is
that
a
right now.
decent one.
Okay, so correction warning. It looks like that rotation will miss Sulphur to the east, but Sulphur remain in your safe spots. Mill Creek, you're now under the gun as this rotation is moving more east. Longer term, we could see Hickory,
Oh.
Rough, and those general areas as well. And Stormzy,
Hey,
you want to say something?
New information: the National Weather Service has issued a new PDS tornado warning. This is the Sulphur storm. It's turning away from Sulphur. It's taking a right turn, which means it may re-intensify. This tornado warning is in effect for Carter, Johnston, and Murray counties until 11:45. This tornado is currently located 4 miles northeast of Gein Audrey, moving north at 35 miles per hour.
Yeah. And you could just see me playing back
Um,
this radar. There's just been tornado after tornado after tornado.
I have a question. Does it make sense that I hate today? I really.
It is
Oh
a
my
catastrophic situation. We do have a photograph from the Holdingville tornado. That one is a wedge.
Yeah, that's the one that was reported to be over a mile wide.
Yeah, and I just seen a photo. I can't share it on stream, but that is a very large tornado that is still in progress. You need to be.
Alright.
You gotta seek shelter.
What's it look like?
Here, I'll post it real quick in your DMs. I'm just
Alright.
gonna check through the general chat, see if there's anything we can get, because there's like a
Alright.
lot of information searching in. So I'm gonna send this to you now.
But yeah, it seems that the main threat ended up being pushed into the nighttime hours.
Yep.
Oh wow!
You know what the
Dude.
worst part? You know what the worst part is? These storms
That
came out of
reminds me.
nowhere.
That reminds me of the Eddie Knight footage of the Bremen, Kentucky tornado. That's
Yeah.
very eerie.
What's really worrying about this is that, remember, Norman said people were doing events tonight. There were events going on in multiple areas, and then these storms came out unexpectedly
That's not
in
good.
parts of southeastern Oklahoma.
That is not good.
Yeah, and again, right now this is a like very like we
Very
were
Oh,
not
to make
we
the-
were not
oh,
expecting this in
To
any
make
capacity.
the situation. To make the situation real quick, the same areas that are getting all this tornado damage, because of the tornado debris, it's gonna have very bad flash flooding alongside it, with the power lines being down. That's even more dangerous. Flooding
Yeah.
with tornado debris in the dark.
Not
With
only
these
that,
rainfall rates.
but if power lines are snapped and down and there's water in the road and you step in that, you can risk being electrocuted. and being
Electrified,
injured.
exactly.
Yeah, like
So guys, you need to stay in shelter if
yeah,
this
stay
is
in
occurring
shelter.
because-
Keep in mind these crews do have a process of making that area safe. So just wait and they'll take care of it. So, but for right now, do not go outside. If you're impacted.
National Weather
Guys.
Service in Tulsa
Yeah.
just did a mesoscale saying a violent tornado is heading towards part of the county warning area.
Sulphur, Oklahoma, I just seen damage. Everything is gone.
Are you able to send that
Buildings
image?
are completely flattened. Oh my god.
Are you able to send images?
Yes.
Send those images, please.
It's bad. I'm sending it right now.
This is just.
Oh my god. Guys, this is... I normally don't react like this when we're getting weather like this, but this is just really... That's sulfur.
I mean,
The fact that we've had two events that hit by surprise. Like, this one wasn't necessarily a surprise. We knew we were going to have a very dangerous day ahead potential, but then it looked like it wasn't going to do nothing. And then the mesoscale looked like it was supposed to be aligned.
And
But
on
then
your
suddenly
screen
these
right now,
supercells come out of nowhere.
yeah, on your screen right now is the damage out of sulfur. That is
That is horrifying.
that is
That
horrifying
power
imagery.
lines snap, trees snaps, buildings completely just flattened. This is, oh my
Again,
god.
okay,
keep
guys.
in mind, the
Okay,
picture is
okay,
so
guys.
the rainfall rate.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So guys, we need to focus right now because the tornado that was in Holdingville is approaching a populated area. So okay, so no, like, we can't talk about flash flooding right now. We can't talk about any of that. We gotta focus on this tornado because this is now approaching a populated area that is Okema. I think that's how you say it.
Give me a second while you two do that. I'm gonna check the other tornado warnings to make sure we don't miss it.
Yeah, and right now GR2 seems to be struggling to load here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we also do have an observed tornado to the southwest, but our main focus is on this tornado as it's starting to approach a populated area. You need to seek shelter right now. This is on the ground. You need to seek shelter right now. This is approaching your direction.
People ahead of this Holdenville tornado, as this gets into the Tulsa and WS area, they just put out a Twitter report saying that National Weather Service Tulsa says a very dangerous severe thunderstorm is approaching the Okima area within the next 15 to 30 minutes. This storm has a history of producing a large and violent tornado. If you're in the path of this storm, take shelter immediately.
Yeah, and
The
look,
National
it's
Weather
back.
Service is
Okay,
this a violent
one
tornado.
at a time, folks. Okay, go Tristan, really quick.
I'm very concerned about the area because the supercell that just came out of Texas, that the areas that just got hit, we got another one coming. That just went tornado warn. Got
Alrighty.
another one.
And now I gotta say something real quick. If you're in Okema, you need to seek shelter now. That tornado is back on the ground, or it still is on the ground. Like, it doesn't matter. You need to seek shelter now. That is going right in your direction. You need to seek shelter right now. If you're on the interstate, pull off the interstate immediately. This is a very life-threatening situation at this current time. Seek shelter in an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. It is preferred that you get into the basement or in a storm shelter. If you're in a mobile home, evacuate immediately, no matter what, because a tornado of this intensity is going to make mobile homes completely unsurvivable.
Two things I want to say real quick. Number one, PDS tornado warning does continue for the area. So a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Barron, moving north at 45. And for the people in St. Louis NWS market, real quick, they have issued a tornado warning for part of the QLCS circulations. I just want to make sure we don't.
Okay, yeah. Okay, but right now our focus will now shift to the Okema tornado for at least the next for the next while. Back to what I was saying, you need to get a sturdy pair of shoes because this tornado is going to leave a lot of destruction behind. This tornado has already reports of massive destruction behind it. And you also need to get a mask, you also need to get a helmet, anything to protect your body. Even if you're going into the basement or storm shelter, still get something to protect you just in case. Make sure you have a reliable way if you're going to a storm shelter or a basement to bang on debris if your door on the way out is blocked by debris. Make sure you have a way to bang on the door so search and rescue can be notified of where you're at, or preferably your phone also. But keep in mind, your phone will probably lose cell service from a tornado of this intensity rolling on through. You need to seek shelter now. This is a large, destructive tornado on the ground. And again, if you're on the interstate, you need to pull off the interstate into a sturdy shelter immediately, or turn around if you're driving towards Okema.
I know a lot of people live in the town of Okima, so everybody needs to be sheltered. We don't want anybody getting hurt, please.
Yeah, and again, like I said, if you're in a mobile home, you need to evacuate immediately, like right this instant.
Oh, this signature is just gut-wrenching.
You need to
I do not
evacuate
like
right
this.
this instant if you're in a mobile home, because this tornado is extremely extremely powerful.
I just got some information from Tulsa.
Go ahead and read it out quickly,
I
Tristan.
didn't know why. Look at the chat. I think I know why these supercells are doing it. Look at the chat. That's how good our holograph is. I am very scared.
We have gone more. Okay, emergency requesting all local emergency assistance to Sulphur, Oklahoma, and Dolberg, Oklahoma. So basically, a mass casualty situation has been declared in Sulphur, Oklahoma at this current time. Okay, Ma, please seek shelter now. This is a large tornado that's about to rip directly through the town at any moment. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get National Weather Service timing, but it doesn't matter. You need to be running, not walking to shelter. And again, that does include Interstate 40 between mile markers 212 and 225. That is going to be tracking directly over. Okay, Ma, this is just a bit to the east of Bear Den, moving to the northeast. It's important to mention that we also have more tornadoes developing to the southwest, including one that's northeast of Ada, and more that are beginning to threaten Sulphur again, and as well as another confirmed tornado. So those are not the only tornadoes that we have, but again, this is so far the strongest one right now that is currently happening at this time. Again, we plead with you. You need to take shelter now. And we are hoping that this tornado weakens before it goes through the town, but we just need everyone in Okima to seek shelter now. This is a very catastrophic situation. We're getting more major reports out of Sulphur. And this
the National Weather Service in Norman has issued a PDS tornado warning for Murray County, Oklahoma. This includes Sulphur, Oklahoma. First responders need to prepare for an additional tornado impacts immediately.
Yes.
Not again. The warning states that they need to be prepared for another tornado to impact.
Yeah, like again,
like
and if
that.
you're in Sulphur, if you're in Sulphur, please seek shelter. If you're an emergency responder in Sulphur, please listen to your higher ups on what you're gonna do out there. And if you're trying to volunteer, seek shelter or leave Sulphur right now.
This is not something you see every day, folks.
Yeah, this is something that we thought would happen during the day, but it seemed like it was underperforming, and then this just happens. And then on your left, there is that debris signature. There is very high velocity values being scanned. And the reason why we aren't getting that much high of a tornado debris signature is because this is over open fields. The tornado is about to cross the interstate, so Okima, you are running out of time. This tornado is almost on your doorstep.
The warning here for Sulphur, Oklahoma says that at 11:12 p.m., a large and extremely dangerous tornado was located south of Sulphur, moving north at 35.
Okay.
And that first responders need to prepare for additional tornado impacts immediately.
Okay, so again, like I was saying, this tornado is on the interstate, and Okima, this tornado is on your doorstep. It is on your doorstep, and you need to run to shelter now.
Brandon Kopic says that Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic says that Sulphur, Oklahoma needs help now.
Yeah, again, if you're able to volunteer after those tornadoes pass, please, please do so safely. And if you're unable to do it right now, or you don't feel safe doing that right now, you can always support them using the charities that will obviously be set up, or you can help them volunteer in the morning when emergency responders have cleared the area.
Bad news. TDS just popped up in the warning.
And
It's on the ground.
on the sulfur warning.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, we can see that right there. That is that is just the southeast. That is just the southeast of Sulphur. If you're in Hickory and Sulphur, seek shelter immediately. Going back up to the northeast, we are hoping that tornado debris signature stays weakening, but they issued a massive new PDS tornado warning that includes further into IXL, Castle, Welty, and more. We are, again, Okima, this tornado is on your doorstep. It's on your doorstep now. And just hunker down and we'll help you get through the other side.
If anybody has us up on their TV or on their computer, what I want you to do is, if you're taking shelter, have us turn up all the way on your device and go to your safe spot so that you can at least hear what we're telling you, so that we can get you safely through this tornado. This is not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, this is just.
Yeah, this is a disturbing day so far. We are hoping.
Yeah.
You're hoping for the best here. Right now.
Unpredictable, disturbing day.
Right now we still got that other, tornado on the ground, near Hickory, moving directly for Hickory at this current time. There's also a apparent confirmed tornado, in Mariota, Maria. That's with the.
So many people are saying downtown Sulphur is gone.
Yeah,
I
from the
have to say
photos.
this right now. There's currently half the county that Sulphur is in is without power right now. And power outages are going
Yeah,
on.
right now that tornado is now over Okima right now. We are hoping that there is no.
We have a new PDS tornado warning. Tornado observed, damage considerable. Carter, Love, Marshall counties of Oklahoma. A confirmed and
shoot.
large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Overbrook, moving north at 35 miles
Overbrook.
an hour.
Shoot, yeah, I see that.
Jesus Christ,
It's another one headed towards Sulphur. Oh my god, the TDS.
Yeah,
Emergency responders. Oh Jesus.
That's the one
tornado.
that crossed the Red River.
That's the tornado debris signature right there, folks. This is a PDS, particularly dangerous situation heading towards Dixon. Please seek shelter if you're in
That's the one that
Dixon.
was called out.
Guys, given the range that this is from the radar, this is likely another violent tornado right here on the ground by
Yes,
Marietta.
please seek shelter. We plead with you, seek shelter now.
It's not just that the emergency responders are there trying to help people. That is not fun.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
a
you got.
catastrophic situation.
I'm really worried about the first responders now. I'm actually very scared for them.
Again, let's try. I mean, I know it's going to be hard too, but hold up.
It's very. If
Alrighty,
you're in
we're back.
Agmore and Sulphur, I know you have another bad tornado heading towards you, but there's also now a new flash flood warning. So on top of those two bad tornadoes, we have flooding.
Yeah, and again, that tornado is catastrophic. That is going for Dickinson right now, directly for Dickinson. You need to seek shelter right now. And keep in mind, we're at 10 tornado warnings right now, and based on what we're seeing, this event is not ending anytime soon. And right now, we are tracking this particularly dangerous tornado. Again, we're getting debris signature. This is being scanned at a beam height of 8,000 feet, and we're getting tornado debris. Very easy to tell tornado debris.
Too. This tornado is likely lost in debris over 20,000 feet, given the range from the radar.
Yeah, and again, more disturbing reports come out of Sulphur at this current time. And we're currently tracking this tornado as it gets near Dickinson. Again, it's a bit too early to tell if it could threaten Sulphur, since it could always curve in that amount of time. But yeah, Sulphur, you just need to pay attention, because these tornadoes can come out of nowhere and they can cause a lot of damage. So this is a very dangerous situation in Sulphur. But not only the volunteers, not only the storm chasers, not only the first responders, basically everyone in Sulphur. Right now, we are tracking this over the lake, southeast of Overbrook. This is moving northeast at this is moving north actually at 35 miles an hour, according to the National Weather Service. This will be in effect until midnight. So again,
we have a new tornado. We have a new tornado warning, since we're talking about Oklahoma. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Sunland and Hickory, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. That is associated with a comet head feature, and because of tonight, I would respect every rotation.
Yeah, and looking at the velocity.
And Hickory has been hit before. So
yeah, looking at the velocity here, that looks like that could be pretty intense. So we got to keep an eye on that.
Oh wow, yeah,
Hickory's
look at
intense too. Is that common intense too?
And again, for the people in Okima, I just got footage just now that just showed that tornado was a wedge going through the town.
Oh.
I'm gonna send that.
I'm very concerned about Arkansas. This is kind of concerned, but that's later now.
We are trying our best to get as much information as we humanly can to you.
Trying to figure out the mesofield. Oh, by the way, the very tiny bit of good news: San Angelo tornado warning canceled. Just wanted to let that know. Tulsa, Metro.
Yeah, this is a destructive situation. 11 tornado warnings are in effect, and the average so far has been around, like 11 to 12.
Got one in Missouri too.
Yeah, we have 6 PDS tornado warnings right now.
Yeah, and again,
we have 2 in Missouri.
That tornado, as it's rolling up to Dixon, you need to seek shelter now. This is a catastrophic tornado on the ground. According to one of the team members and another server I'm in, debris is being lofted at nearly 30,000 feet with the Mariota tornado.
Shit. Wow. Wait, which one?
The one that's near Overbrook.
Wow. Wait, which one's that one?
It's the very southern. It's the one that crossed the Red River and then dropped a massive tornado. And again, this is a catastrophic situation. This is rolling up into Dixon, and we are trying our best to get you information as fast as humanly possible. We got every single one of our team members trying to get information as we speak.
I'm getting information on other areas while y'all are focusing on the main area.
Yeah, we are
Just make
just.
sure we don't miss anybody. Because we got tornado watches stretching.
Alright, guys,
Wow.
we have a new damage report from law enforcement from Sulphur, Oklahoma. They said noticeable TDS as tornado moved through town. Widespread damage reported across Sulphur.
Yeah. And it looks like. Hold up. Yeah, the radar is currently struggling on my end. So if it comes in and out, that's why. But no, I think it's fixed now. But you can see that clear as day. Tornado debris signature. This tornado, from how far out we're picking this up, this is no doubt violent. This is gonna be crossing the highway. This is gonna be crossing the highway, and then Dixon.
Hey,
Yeah.
look in weather discussion. You
Yeah.
see that? You see the spot of the brighter colored clouds, the kind of white? That was the sulfur storm.
I'll take a look at that once I give the people here where this tornado is going. It's going for Dixon,
Alright.
like directly for Dixon. So you need to seek shelter immediately if you're in that area and areas around. This is a very strong tornado on the ground. And again, we have a lot going on behind the scenes on the server right now, so we're multitasking right now.
Let's do. I know we're focused on the tornadoes, but let's do a really quick recap of the Oklahoma mesoscale so we can get an understanding of what's going on.
Tristan, I don't think we have time to do mesoscale recap.
Guys, reportedly, the town of Sulphur, Oklahoma, most of the town is gone.
Yeah, again, we're getting constant disturbing reports out of Sulphur, but right now, that tornado that is southwest of Dixon, moving northeast. This is a particularly dangerous situation. North at 35 miles an hour. Please seek shelter now. This is a strong to intense tornado. Please seek shelter immediately.
PDS tornado warning continues for Carter, Love, and Marshall counties in Oklahoma. They say that a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Lake Murray, moving north at 35.
And again, that is the storm that we're tracking right now, at this current time.
With a very large, powerful TDS, as it heads right as it heads for Dixon.
So yeah, again.
We have a new tornado warning in effect for Altus County in Oklahoma. A severe thunderstorm producing a tornado was located in East Miles of Roston, moving northeast at 45.
Okay.
It is another comma head feature.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. So right now.
Another comma.
Okay. Again, this tornado is moving northeast towards Dixon, and like anybody out past Dixon, seek shelter now. Again, we have every single indication to suggest that this is a strong, intense, or even violent tornado on the ground. Like anybody out,
Tyler, I would
get into an interior room immediately. Get into a basement if you have one. Get into a storm shelter. Grab a pair of shoes. Grab your phone. Grab your mask, and grab a helmet and anything to protect you, as this tornado is veering closer to you. And if you're in a mobile home, you are running out of time to potentially evacuate to a more substantial shelter. This tornado just crossed the highway, and now the next area in its path will be Dixon.
We have a new tornado warning in effect from Tulsa. It's another comma head feature. It is 5 miles west of Spirit, or a line extending 10 miles east of Hominy. Everybody in this line should be taking shelter, especially during the PDS
We
warning.
have
At
a
this
new
point, this whole
tornado
line
report.
and supercell area should be respected.
New tornado report from Holdensville. On the west side of Holdensville, large TDS impacted western Holdensville with widespread damage also being reported from Holdensville.
Yeah, and again,
Yeah.
right now,
This
anybody.
whole line.
Okay, hold up. I need it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, right now, okay, so we're going to focus on the Dixon tornado from now until it crosses through town. This is about a few minutes out, I would say, from Dixon. Just crossed the highway, just south of Dixon. And again, if you're in Dixon, your time is running out. This tornado is about to be right on your doorstep. You need to be in a safe spot immediately. This is a particularly dangerous situation. This is not your average tornado. This is a strong tornado we are seeing that is capable of causing catastrophic damage to Dixon. You need to get into a shelter immediately and as fast as possible. Keep in mind, if you're going to a place like a basement or underground storm shelter, make sure you have a way to be able to bang on the door if there's debris stuck. Where you're at, so search and rescue can know where you're at. And the thing is about a tornado this strong, cell service is going to go down if you're directly impacted by it. So again, you need to seek shelter now. We are currently tracking this on the outskirts of Dixon at this current time, right on the outskirts, and will basically carve its way through downtown Dixon. We are about it's gonna hit within the next 10 minutes, like within 11:30.
National Weather
PDS
Service
tornado
in
warning.
Tulsa continues the PDS tornado warning over in Creek, Okefuskie counties, and Ulamgi. They say that there's an extremely dangerous tornado that was located 3 miles west of Okefuskie, moving north at 40.
Yeah, and again, like this is a very catastrophic storm. This is going to be right on top of Dixon here very soon. And you need to get into a safe spot immediately. We are tracking this, starting to carve its way through Dixon from the southwestern part of town, and will eventually make its way through downtown, and then we'll carve through the northeastern part of town. That's basically where it's going right now. And everybody in the town of Dixon and everyone on the outskirts of Dixon needs to seek shelter immediately.
This is just bad.
Since we don't have any information, real quick, a new severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible. Damage for considerable. 70-mile-an-hour winds issued for Omaha, Altage, Rogers, Tulsa counties, including the metro. Lancaster and Washington counties and Oklahoma. The common head features capable 70-mile-per-hour wind and does have a tornado warning.
Alright, Dixon, your time is up. This is just entering the south side of town as we speak. You need to be in your safe place now. You have no time left.
Yeah, you need to hunker down, and again, we'll get you through this. We will get you on the other side of this. We will get you through the other side of this tornado.
Everybody in eastern Oklahoma should just be, every single weather threat, including the 6 tornadoes, you should just be taking shelter. It's that of a massive scale going.
And right now, this is going to be on top of Dixon here very, very soon. Probably is ripping through the town as we speak. And you just need to hunker down. This tornado is going to be right on top of you. You're probably about to suffer a massive power outage if you're in Dixon right now. If you haven't lost power already, you're about to lose power as this tornado is going to carve its way directly through downtown Dixon. And again, we're going to get you through this. We will get you through this tornado. And I know this is going to be a very tough few minutes here for Dixon. as we're seeing a very strong tornado carve its way now through downtown Dixon. And again,
There's so much going on. We got so many PDS tornadoes, but everywhere along this tornado and flash flood watches, a lot of things are going on,
and again,
and a lot of stuff is being confirmed, and it's really hard to get all these reports.
so yeah,
We
again,
got so much
okay.
flooding confirmed. We have towns that have been really badly damaged. We got multiple areas of mesoscale missing.
Okay, I just need to go ahead and keep talking about this Dixon tornado before we can dive into stuff like flash flooding.
Take it away.
Yeah, again, this is going to be on top of Dixon. This is on top of Dixon now. So again, like I said, if you have not lost power already, you're about to lose power no matter what, as this tornado is going to be right on top of Dixon. You might also lose cell service because of how intense this tornado looks. Again, after this tornado, emergency responders will be there as soon as possible. Do not go outside after the tornado, as debris and power lines will pose an extreme threat, especially in the nighttime. The emergency responders have a plan to deal with the power lines and debris, so wait for them to arrive and wait for them to see what they want to do before you take any further action. This is right on top of Dixon at this point, so this is probably going to be the last thing we'll see of people being able to see what's going on before this tornado is right on top of them, which is ripping through Dixon as we speak. And again, there is a very large debris signature at this current time.
How long have they been on the ground now? Just curious here.
This has been on the ground all the way since Marietta.
Yeah, this is that storm that I was talking about earlier that was crossing in from Texas over the Red River that I said that we should watch that.
Yeah, and
was headed into that environment.
Yeah, and again, if you're in Dixon, you're probably about to lose power if you somehow haven't already. And this tornado is right over your town right now. And again, we will get you through this. We will get you through this. And we will do everything that we can to get you live updates if you know someone in Dixon. We'll do our best to get you live information as soon as possible, as an apparent strong tornado is ripping through Dixon at this current time. So please seek shelter if you're ahead of it. Anybody out past Dixon, seek shelter now. And Dixon, again, we will get you through this. Remain hunkered down, and again, we will get you through this. This is going to be a tough few minutes, I know, but we will get through this.
I'd like to note that this tornado has possibly been on the ground based off of TDS signature for at least 32 miles.
Yeah, and again, we will get you through this. This is going to be on top of. This is currently on top of Dixon. We are waiting for more radar information at this current time, and we will start getting scanners and stuff set up so we can get you live information as soon as possible. So do not tune away. We will have live information as soon as possible, as soon as we get it in our hands.
While you're waiting for information, I want to read the continuation of other tornado warnings along the line. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes is located along the line, extending 6 miles southwest of Enid, or 3 miles west of Central, moving northeast at 55. Another continuation of a tornado warning for Otis County. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles east of Fairfax, moving northeast at 45. Continuation of a tornado warning also goes for Creek, Owaski, and Okalee counties in Oklahoma. A severe thunderstorm capable
Okay,
of
I gotta
producing a
interrupt you
tornado
real quick.
located near Okasee.
We got an update.
PDS.
Yeah, I gotta read this
Okay,
out. Sorry,
okay.
Tristan. Sorry, Tristan. So
Okay, PDS
yeah,
is more important.
yeah, PDS is in effect now, including Mill Creek, Connorville, Mansville, and Jenny Autry. This also includes Hickory by Sliver, but we're gonna count you in it there. This will remain near Sulphur too, so Sulphur, I would keep an eye on this, as well as everything else that's going on. This is a PDS tornado warning, particularly dangerous situation, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. This is the same tornado that has just ripped through Dixon. We're trying to get information as fast as possible out of Dixon at this current time. And yeah, that is that new PDS tornado warning. I'm going to get the scanner set up, so if anyone wants to say something, now would be a good time.
Guys, I'm seeing more damage from sulfur, and yeah, I can confirm that most of sulfur has been completely leveled. It is worst case scenario in sulfur right now.
Yeah, and again, if you want to support sulfur, there's definitely going to be a donation set up, so you can try to help these people, as they're going to need our help tonight.
Tonight is just one of those nights. Okay, let's see. Back, by the way. Do you have any more information?
I'm still trying to get the scanner pulled up here for the so we can get information as soon as possible.
Real quick, we're focused on tornado warnings right now, but for people that, respectfully, for people that are not in tornado warnings, a new tornado watch number 155 has been issued. This is for parts of the NWS regions of Kansas City, Pleasant Hill, Wichita, and Tulsa. We'll get information as soon as these tornado warnings go away. I just want to let you know there's a new tornado watch.
Okay, so yeah, there is no scanners available for Dixon, so we're gonna have to find another way to get information out of there.
I'm about to.
I found some pretty bad damage from the Norman storm. Sticks were thrown through buildings, like lodged into buildings, like small little sticks.
And I hate to say this for Storm and Tyler. I know we're going through a lot right now, but our intense tornado potential is not over, because now the new tornado watch says embedded supercells and the mesovortexes of the Boecho will now be able to produce intense tornado potential. This is a very violent atmosphere. Oh
wow.
God. And now we got the 75 mile an hour. I would say 80 miles an hour considering the mesoscale right now. Gotta change the veins. So we got a very violent atmosphere ahead. Very violent. And this also proves, earlier we were talking about a long-lived MCS. I think that's gonna happen too. So get ready. We have a long night ahead.
Yeah, and again, we will be live for as long as we can.
I got a whole container of coffee. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
And this has been a day to definitely remember, and we're gonna get you information.
By the way.
Yeah, and we're gonna get you.
I have some bad news.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There were some people hiding under an overpass on I-40.
I-40.
Nobody knows any information about those people at this time.
We got a new PDS for Cardo, Jonesville, Marshall, Murray, and Pocahontas counties. Confirms large and extremely dangerous tornadoes located near Dixon, moving northeast at 45. That's a little bit old. We got a new one, a new tornado warning for the Fed for Carter, Johnson, Love, and Marshall. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Mendota, moving north at 50 miles an hour. That's another embedded supercell coming from Texas.
Yeah,
that's another one.
Yeah, really, like, extremely quick mention. Tornado watch with a couple strong tornadoes possible for southeastern Kansas and southwestern Missouri.
That was the Boecho I was talking about.
Yeah, 10 o'clock until 7. That will remain in effect until 7 o'clock a.m. Central.
Good
oh my
Lord.
God!
That's long lasting. That lasts over 8 hours.
Yep.
I guess the SPC wasn't expecting this to really go off.
And again, we are trying to get information, like, rapid fire to you right now. And again, sulfur, the warning spam seems to be calming down for now. You're only in 1 right now versus what you were in earlier. So remain in your shelters for a bit longer, and I think you should be good for now. But you still got this tornado to your southeast, but it looks like it is weakening a bit. But it could always redevelop. But we are hoping it remains weakening, and it looks like where you could see that green, it's kind of more greener now. That would possibly be debris fallout. So that would be debris falling out of the sky.
I would definitely stay in shelter.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't think you would want debris clunking you on the head.
Yeah. So yeah,
Also,
just remain
something
indoors.
Something else to note is that these storms are just trailing there. That they are getting 5-inch-an-hour rainfall rates right now in Sulphur. So
Yeah.
please don't go outside. There's definitely power lines down all over the road. The roads are probably flooded. We do not need anybody getting electrocuted. So stay in shelter, please.
Yeah, and just a quick, just a quick warning check. I'm gonna give to everyone here, for the ones that actually matter. 15 flash flood warnings, 11 severe thunderstorm warnings, and 6 total tornado warnings. 3 radar indicated and 3 observed.
The flash flood warnings are just gonna get better. There's so much training. It's not.
Yeah, yeah. Like again, like when I'm hoping that at some point that this actually like when this this violent tornado threat that suddenly popped up is over, the next thing that will happen will probably be a mixture of damaging winds, because I do see some damaging wind reports to the north, and flash flooding.
And more intense tornadoes possible. They did say in the BOEC of potential there might be some mesoports.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I just want to say that these damaging winds are no joke. I'm getting reports out here of a 75-mile-per-hour report next to strong winds blew a roof off a building to the right. So yeah.
Wow, damaging winds are doing stuff too. Everything's doing something bad.
Yeah.
All right. I got some small good news. Tornado warning canceled for Murray, Oklahoma. That's good. That's always good.
Sulphur, you are no longer under a PDS tornado warning.
There's
would
more
still
cells
stay in
and there's
shelter.
a BOECO.
I would still stay in shelter though, due to the down power lines and the flash flooding that could possibly cause electrocution.
And another round of storms.
You guys are going to be experiencing heavy rainfall for the next several hours with these training storms
Yep.
that are continuing to move northeast across the area.
Yeah, this is a complete MCS complex. Also, one that you can
I
see
would
on the
expect
mesofield.
rainfall amounts in Sulphur, Oklahoma to reach possibly up to 10 or more inches.
Some areas of Oklahoma are expected to reach 14 inches at this rate.
That doesn't surprise me.
And right now, hopefully this remains remains going down. But right now the tornado count is slowly but surely going down. We are hoping that remains the case, but we could still have tornadoes.
We might have one more bad tornado. Because remember, we got a new semi-discrete supercell coming out of Texas. We might have one more.
Yeah, and I
we
just
should
want to
definitely
point
pay
out that
attention to that.
earlier in the stream, we had a peak of 14 tornado warnings, which I pointed out to Storm Team. That is the second highest amount of tornadoes we had at once, with the old record being yesterday at 15.
Currently, all the weather stations in Sulphur, Oklahoma are down. The
And
west
that is
side,
not a shock.
the north side, the south side, and the east side.
Doesn't surprise me. St. Louis, for areas of Missouri, luckily for you, that tornado warning is canceled. But the bad news is emergency management reports thunderstorm wind damage. 3 utility poles snapped just north of 10.
Dang.
That can't be damaging, man. That gotta be a tornado. We'll see.
Yeah.
New tornado possible, winds of 60 miles an hour. I'm mentioning the tornado possible. Muscogee, Okeechobee, Tulsa, Wagner, and Okeechobee counties. Do we have any more information on those supercells, by the way?
I do. It looks like the PDS tornado warning for that Dixon tornado that looks like it is weakening very heavily right now.
Thank God.
We're just waiting to see if it does recycle, but right now it looks very weak.
It's going through a destructive merger. Is it coming into contact with the MCS line?
It's coming. It's in the line.
Yeah, unless it goes into a, one Selma, Selma, Alabama situation where the supercell went in and then did a comma head and produced havoc. Unless it does that, I think the supercell is gone for now.
Yeah, and by the way, I just want to point out, I think this was already mentioned, but yeah, several flash flood warnings, including sulfur.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a worse situation. Flooding on power lines. You had how many deaths we had in sulfur?
I also want to
3.
point out that you got in southeast of Slick. This is the same tornado that hit Okapia. Nope, I hope we. Okay, that doesn't matter. But southeast of Slick, that same tornado that ripped through that town, that rotation seems to be intensifying again.
We have a new tornado warning in the fetch from Tulsa. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles southwest of Parasonia, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. That comma head continues to show signs of a potential upward tornado at this.
Alright, we have a new damage report just coming out of Dixon. Power lines down over Highway 19, coming into Dixon, with trees snapped covering the road.
Yeah, and again, it looks like this.
I'm really hoping the MCS is killing these cells, by the way. The MCS is finally colliding with them. I hope they're done. They're really. I hope those cells can find. We can say goodbye to those cells. Besides the one south of Animor, that 1-4, I would watch that one.
Yeah, and again, and I'm just watching this rotation southeast of Slick, aka this is the same tornado that produced that very large, potentially violent tornado. And it looks like it may be trying to re-intensify.
I got very good news also.
Go ahead.
The good news is it's only Oklahoma having tornado. So we're down to one state. That may not last forever. Good news for now.
And also, I do want to mention that we also will have a tornado threat overnight, like that watch said, and those tornadoes, that tornado threat will carry over into tomorrow, including damaging winds as well.
That damaging. I need to check that downdraft cable. I need.
Yeah, but right now I'm just keeping an eye on this storm.
We got 2 MCSs. We got one from Illinois all the way to Kansas, and then that briefly connects to the big one in Oklahoma, going all the way to Central Texas. Got 2 in. So let me see here. Downdraft Kate is pretty good, especially in Texas. If those storms can keep maturing, you got 1,100, 1,200 joules per kilogram. Where the Bow Echo is approaching in southeastern Oklahoma, 1,000 to 1,100 joules per kilogram. Those damaging straight line winds will definitely be a decent threat if some of those wind fields can materialize.
Yeah, since we're entering a kind of a brief calm period versus what we've seen earlier, I just want to point out that in about 6 minutes, for the first time ever, we will be rolling over to a new day on a coverage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Well, it might be another hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tornado warning in Oches.
So I'm gonna have to change the date here in 6 minutes.
The Tulsa market's canceled.
See,
we got another tornado warning canceled.
Alright, yeah, good. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready to change the date here in 6 minutes to April 28th.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! We went
Not just to think of.
We went from some overperformance to Kansas being ridiculous. Oklahoma then kind of crashed. Texas had a really nice supercell. It went quiet besides some fear of independence. I know Tyler was gone during that.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fear for my mom because there were a bunch of nice rotations.
When events go quiet like this and they're not supposed to be done yet, we should probably know that something's probably wrong.
Bad is gonna happen. And I mean, I'm gonna say it while we have this comp, we did know this was going to happen. I'm gonna say it. We kind of knew the Supercells had a chance. Oklahoma was weird today. I'm gonna be honest here. Oklahoma was it acted like it was going to fail, and then it went Dixie Alley on, and it went ridiculous. Um, remember we were saying this is a Dixie-like event, and the low-level lapse rates being a little bit stable at the beginning, they proved that also. But areas of southeastern Kansas got wrecked earlier before the Oklahoma storm. Yeah, multiple decent, strong tornadoes, multiple supercells training on the track. I wonder if Joplin has gotten any flood reports after the MCS 2 days ago.
Alright, the
Before
counties
this occurred.
impacted by the tornadoes. Murray County has over 4,200 power outages. Carter County has about 5,000 outages. And Love County has about 1,600 power outages.
Yeah, and speaking of
There's
which,
other counties too.
yeah, and speaking of which, I want to bring up another thing for the people at home. Again, make sure you have your devices charged, because what you're about to find out here, which I'm pulling up, is the power outages map. And you can see there is a lot of power outages, and you can even track some of the tornado paths using this. But yeah, you can see there's some in Carter County that includes Dixon. There's a lot of people out of Murray County, 4,245 out of 9,000. There's 1,600 people out in Love County, like you said. And then going to Texas, we do have some power outages there as well. Again, mainly on the northern side because of the the thunderstorms that we've seen roll through. Kansas.
We're getting some very terrifying reports from Sulphur. I'm
Yeah.
not very happy.
Yeah, and again, we do have some.
Homes have been swept.
Yeah, that is again very disturbing reports. And also, we do have more power outages here. 890 out of 1,591 in Elk County, Kansas is out. And then finally, we'll be going to Missouri and see if we can see anything there. Where you can see Western Missouri is also out of power. So again, make sure you have your devices charged, especially overnight, as we're going to be seeing damaging winds roll over into the next day, as well as tornadoes.
All I can say is, I hope everybody's okay. But with how quickly the sulfur tornado just spun up out of nowhere, I mean, sulfur, it could be very bad.
Yeah, and again, we will be having our thoughts out to Sulphur and every other area impacted over the last 48 hours, pretty much.
It's not over yet. We still have two decent couplets.
Yeah, we still have that, but so far, our thoughts are out to the people over the last 48 hours, impacted over the last 48 hours.
We're not getting a lot of information yet, which is unfortunately common in radar holes in southeastern Oklahoma. And
No,
I
This
need to
was-
say this right now. That area needs a radar. I'm sick and tired of having to do this coverage with no radar and that part of Oklahoma, which ever since 2022 has been wrecked over and over again.
all I
and,
gotta say
Tristan.
is that
Oh, and
Yeah.
Tristan, we're about to roll over to the next day, so hold up. I gotta get the.
I got you.
Yeah, I gotta change the date here.
You're fine.
Yeah, I want to get this
real
perfect.
quick, I do want to.
Yeah.
Okay, while a new tornado warning, Creek, Omaki, Tulsa, severe thunderstorms were capable of producing a tornado were located along the line extending 6 miles south of Kellyville to 3 miles east of State Park. Moving north at 25 miles an hour. Is that comma head or actual notches within the line?
Yeah, we just rolled over
Yeah,
to
we're-
April 28th,
wow.
and so
That's
far
nuts.
we're still dealing with this outbreak. Still down to 4 tornadoes.
Trying to figure out what this new warning is. I'm guessing because it's near Kellyville. Excuse me, Kellyville. Sorry. I'm thinking it would be near the Missouri border, but I might check that. But it includes Tulsa County, but I don't know. I'll look in a minute here since Inbot's not telling me.
Somebody reported a tornado that briefly touched down at Murphy gas station yesterday at 11:41 p.m., which is west of Tulsa.
And by the way, speaking of which, we do
it
have
wasn't a brief tornado. Was it associated with
hold
common
up.
feature? I believe
Hold
so.
up, hold that thought for just a second. We do have a new tornado warning just due south of the Tulsa metro area.
That's the
Yep.
common head feature I was looking at. That's the new warning.
Yeah, we're gonna switch to
Yep.
the Tulsa radar site here. I actually know
Common
someone
head
who's near
features
that.
Common head features have a history, and a very bad history in the past, producing some of our best tornadoes of the year.
That does
I have
include
not taken this.
Beggs, Mounds, and Winchester.
It's a decently tight rotation. They're mounts on the southern end of Tulsa. It's not the tightest.
Yeah, right
But
now
I
my
would like
radar
to-
is struggling to
I
get
can
that
see
pulled
it
up.
here. It's not the tightest, but it's not the worst here.
I would like to say that today was absolutely a worst case. And you know why? It's because it happened at night. It waited until nighttime to get this bad.
And
People were likely, at this time, trying to go to sleep. To wake up.
and people thought
and
this
do
event was
things
just
tomorrow.
another underperforming event, and then boom.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
But remember when I said the supercell that was possibly dying was getting into the MCS? Well, it actually merged with the MCS, and a new tornado warning has
A
been issued.
PDS
I
tornado
called that.
warning
Wow.
has been issued. PDS tornado warning continues
PDS.
for Johnston and Marshall and Murray and Pontiac counties until 12:15 a.m. this morning. Confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornadoes located Creek moved northeast at 35 miles per hour. People in and near Mill Creek should take shelter now. Another tornado was located east of Ardmore,
Alrighty.
moving northeast.
Yeah, and also
So
now,
we now have
Okay,
another case
Tristan.
of potential twin tornadoes.
yeah, Tristan, hold that thought for a minute, because we got this kind of tornado warning that just got issued that can form extremely fast, so this needs high priority. So if you're in this warning, just to the south, that includes Morris and those general areas, you're under a tornado warning moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. The thing about these tornadoes is that they form extremely fast. So you need to get to shelter as fast as possible, because they can touch down extremely fast and then dissipate extremely fast. Sometimes,
Especially since this is-
okay, I'm sorry, Tristan, I need to finish this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and sometimes they can form and dissipate so quickly they can happen in between a radar scan so it doesn't get picked up. It's happened before.
Also, I want to let you know that this is Tyler. Luckily for us, and unluckily for in terms of radar, it may not be like that. This is the remnant mesocyclone of the dying supercell we were thinking that was going to go away. That does mean this is one of those sick potentials in the line, which is horrible. We're going to take a look at the structure real quick before we go to that PDS, and it's an embedded supercell. Just
Yeah,
south of the common head feature. Yep, I was right.
That's got a pretty decent rotational.
Yeah,
cover
that was a
there
good
at Mill
hook.
Creek.
That was a good hook too.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's real quick go down to the PDS.
All right, let me
That's
get
our
that radar
priority for
pulled
just
up.
a second. Yep.
Yeah.
Here, give me 2 seconds to
You
get the
should
radar
have
before you
for
can
that
go
one.
ahead.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's in a radar hole. We're not gonna.
I'd rather get
We're not
radar
gonna
data
see
regardless.
that TDS unless it's violent. We're
I'd
not
rather
gonna see
get-
that TDS unless it's violent.
I'm just gonna have reflectivity and velocity on. I'd rather just have something on there for the viewers to see. All right, go ahead.
I'm just curious about the TPS. It's violent.
Yeah, go ahead if you want to
It's
say
violent. It's violent.
something. What?
Either that is a inflow. That's the inflow notch, or that's debris being seen all the way from the Oklahoma City radar. Again, I need.
I don't see anything on my side.
No, it looks like both clear air and debris, considering the new PDS tornado warning. It looks like both.
Oh, you might have got the new scan. I'm still at the 1203.
Yeah, it look, yeah.
I guess I would.
But that might be a bulk situation due to the weird position of that supercell. Anyway, you need to be taking your tornado precautions. These supercells have a history of screwing over a lot of things, in the nicest way I can say it. So, they cover now. I'm also watching the supercell that just merged with the line, and the other one, Palm Ahead and Tulsa. That area is also a dangerous and that's going hard.
For the people over there in a sulfur, y'all are now getting 4 to 6 inch an hour rainfall rates. So, yeah.
And their drains won't work that well because you got hit by the tornado. You got debris over it. Exactly.
Yeah.
We might have a little tiny TDS on the very northern tornado warning.
Yeah, it
is a line. It is part of the line.
And
so,
can someone confirm that if there's something trying to develop southwest of Dixon again?
I'll take a look in a minute. But so far, let me take a look. A hook is developing on that embedded supercell, by the way.
Yeah.
The one that is, yeah.
I'm not seeing anything.
It looks like a small hook kind.
Wait. Hang on. My friend says Dixon's about to get slammed again, Pop.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a hook and a little bit of rotation there.
Oh my god, near
There
Mill
might
Creek.
be.
Oh lord. Oh, there's two. There's multiple little rotations here. Hello. Okay, that's not good. There's like so many little. There's so much spin in the atmosphere around the supercell. It's ridiculous. So much spin. Not just in the supercell itself. It's around the supercell because you're high up in the velocity, so you can see all the nice upper updrafts.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce it back to Mill Creek again because I was focused on that other embedded supercell.
That was the Mill Creek one I was talking about. That you got so much velocity there.
Yeah, we're gonna bounce up to Mill Creek. I'm pretty sure this is the same storm, that produced the Dixon tornado. In fact,
yes.
guys, I think I can confirm that there is rotation starting to form north of Dixon again. That looks like rotation.
I think that's more. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think that's more of a comet head feature. Not a comet. I think that's more of an MCS feature than a supercell. I will confirm real quick.
No, the velocity north of Dixon. There's like rotation on that. It's been showing for a few scans.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, where's? Oh, Dixon. Oops, my bad. I apologize.
Yeah, and then you got rotation again north of Mill Creek. Zooming to the northeast. Well, actually, not really zooming. It's like moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Oh, and by the way, they did highlight that other rotation. People in and near Mill Creek should take shelter now. Another tornado is located east of Ardmore, moving northeast. So yeah, they highlighted that.
Oh, so those were two circulations.
Yeah, they highlighted that.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad it called that out.
So yeah, there are two then.
Yeah, so there is two. So again, you can see. Okay, so I'm gonna take over the reins for a second, team, to explain what's going on.
All right, go ahead. Where's Ditson, real quick, respectfully?
Yeah. It's near Admore. Okay, so I'm gonna take the reins here for a second to explain what's going on. We have this rotation up to the northeast, north of Mill Creek, moving to the northeast here. If it's more longer tracked, it will go for Fitztown. So stay aware if you're there. But we also got this other developing rotation, which looks like it could be a bit more on the stronger side, north of Dixon, moving northeast towards Mill Creek again. So Mill Creek, you're under the gun for two tornadoes. Go ahead.
You're right. You're right. Oklahoma radar just picked up another TDS tornado debris extended during their Dixon. That far away again.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for that.
These supercells are violent.
Yeah, again, we're gonna wait for that to pop up here.
You need to take cover now. I don't mean that lightly.
Yeah, again, if you're in Mill Creek mainly, because right now this is mainly away from Dixon, downtown Dixon.
And Mill Creek.
Yeah, I'm okay, Tristan. Please calm down a tiny bit. We're trying to speak one at a time here, so we can get this data coherently. But right now, that is north of Dixon, on the outskirts of northern Dixon, that got hit by a tornado earlier. And now the main part of it will go through Mill Creek eventually. So please seek shelter there if you can. Like, remain in your shelters. Do not go out after this first one passes. You got another one that appears to be stronger heading in your direction. And again, we're waiting to see that possible tornado debris signature that Tristan was highlighting.
Trying to see if there's stuff going on.
Yeah, and
a
again,
lot of things are going on in the new severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds at Independence. You said.
yeah, and again, we're just waiting for common updates on this. It's important to mention that we got 3 other tornado warnings to the north, but this one is our main priority as this one looks pretty nasty. And the issue with this is heading towards a lot of contamination, so data is going to be really hard to get out here. So I would just assume this as a strong tornado on the ground and seek shelter immediately. So we basically have that.
It's gonna be really
Yeah, we have that road. We have that tornado that's north of Dixon that will make its way to Mill Creek, and then we have that other rotation that just passed Mill Creek that will go northeast, and if it holds together, that could threaten Fitztown.
Just got some new information. Elkhorn, Nebraska was rated EF3 yesterday.
And again, we only have one observed tornado warning that could change as this becomes more of a KLCS
that could change
event.
easily with the stuff that's going on in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, the time is 12:12 a.m. Central Time, and we are tracking multiple areas of rotation, including a possible large tornado developing north of Dixon.
I got very good news that I don't think it's gonna last forever, but I'm gonna say it just for right now. The 2 rotations around Tulsa look much weaker, especially the north. The southern one still looks pretty good, but the one nearest to Tulsa looks a little bit weaker. The new scan has confirmed that. Yeah, that one's going off a little bit. That's great. Oh, the one near Morris.
Yeah, the one near Morris. Let me go back up there, and
That's
also
the southern one. That's the supercell.
Yeah,
Confirmed
that-
tornado
yes.
located over Morris now, guys.
yeah, observed.
Yeah, there it is.
That just went observed. We're gonna bounce up to that radar, and also, y'all, I just want to say that I might be adding someone here soon to the VC who can help even more on
Alright.
telling us what's going on. He's a friend of mine. So yeah, I'm gonna get him
Alright.
in soon
Awesome.
after we get a little bit of a calm period.
Give me a second, Tyler. I'm about to see the velocity scan from my radar, because it's not just a spin. I don't think this is a spin-up tornado, but that's just me. Oh, I got it.
National Weather Service in Norman has issued a new PDS tornado warning for Carter, Johnson, and Murray County. This will be in effect till 1 a.m. 5 minutes. A large and extremely dangerous tornado is located 5 miles east of Gene Altry, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's on top of Morris.
That's the rotation. That really doesn't.
Alright, I'm about to
Hickory
pull.
is in that PDS.
Alright, I'm about to pull.
Also, Storm, look, coverage chat. I sent the velocity.
Yeah.
Pretty gnarly.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see if I can somehow get them to.
All right, let's
Alright,
go.
there we go. Snowball here. Snowball.
Oh, I apologize. Did they just PDS? Where did they PDS? I think they oh, that I.
They PDS'd over by Sulphur again.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Alright, how are we doing, guys? Just got here.
Yeah.
Not so hot.
Yeah,
period
Can
development.
someone update me on like what's all happening right now? Because I know like the last 15 minutes, and then everything's just been devolving from what I'm seeing.
We've had
Basically, what happened was the MCS combined with a few supercells that formed around the northern Dallas area matured, and then they all did mesoscale interactions, and they ended up multiple violent tornadoes.
All right.
Yeah,
And I was hearing something about Dixon getting double swiped again.
Yeah.
possibly.
Yep.
The Dixon tornado did have a debris height. I think it's from the first tornado, but it had a debris height of over 10,000 feet. I don't know if that's from the first or second one.
I would be assuming probably the second one. I think the first one would have been much higher, given that it had a much bigger TDS, and it was also given how far it was from radar, and we were seeing that. If I had to say TDS height for the first tornado, I'd probably say it lopped the debris between 20 and 25,000 feet.
Yeah, and right now that is going to be. You're referring to the one northeast of Mill Creek. Like, which one are you referring to again? Because I was zoned out for a second.
Oh, I was referring to the tornado the first tornado that hit Dixon.
Oh, alrighty. Yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, that does now include Fittstown.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's now time to act. Get to your shelters immediately.
I feel like we should have been in the shelters like much sooner.
This whole
Yep.
line should be
Just,
respected with the whole
just a
line.
little thought here.
Honestly.
Yep, and again, keep in mind, Fittstown. I don't know if that rotation is gonna last long enough, but you might have the same issue as Mill Creek, where you have a secondary rotation moving in, but it's still a bit too early to tell if it's gonna last that long. Because right now it looks like it's kind of dissipating a little.
I don't like the Dixon cell. It went through a merger with a small thunderstorm, and it went through a merger with part of the MCS. That thing may have had a mesoscale, very constructive phase. I really hope it did.
I would like to point out that over 5 towns tonight has been hit twice by a tornado. So yeah, sir, this is certainly going to be a day to remember.
Guys,
I got some Sky News 9 coverage also getting more extra information.
guys,
Go ahead, Storm Team.
we may have possibly a mass casualty event for the Holdenville, Oklahoma tornado, as the prison and correctional center were directly impacted by the violent tornado.
This is bad.
That is bad.
Probably don't even.
I got a
I don't.
little
I
bit
probably
of-
don't need
I
to
got-
state that this is bad, but I'm gonna say it anyways. This is bad.
Yeah, bad.
I do got some good news though. The tornado warning closest to Tulsa has been canceled. That rotation was petering out. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, that's
The
good.
bad
That's
news
really good.
is the embedded supercell still has a decent act together.
Fuck.
It's staying okay
Excuse my
with its
language, but
rotation.
fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna bounce back up to the Tulsa
So,
radar for this other observed
Read back on
tornado.
that, the tornado warning on Tulsa has been lifted.
Oh, that one just got lifted. I was about to bounce up there.
So that's a potentially major city that's getting
Hit.
saved in the nick of time.
Yeah, saved in the nick of time. I was referring to another tornado there, but yeah, Morris apparently did get
Turn
hit
up
by a
your volume real
tornado.
quick, Tyler.
So yeah, that is.
Dixon got double sideswiped.
Yeah. A lot of places impacted
Several
tonight.
cities that got hit twice. Sulphur got hit twice. Ardmore got hit twice. Marietta hit twice. Dixon hit twice. Mill Creek probably got hit twice too.
Yeah.
And Louisiana said that we could be seeing a 10 sig tomorrow for Oklahoma.
Yeah, that is possible. Again, that will be the event right now carried over into tomorrow because there's a tornado watch in southwestern Missouri as well. That's going to last until 7 o'clock a.m.
I don't see. This doesn't seem like it's gonna stop anytime soon.
I hate
Yeah.
to interrupt you all. We got a new tornado warning near Colgate, Oklahoma, to Tupelo, Oklahoma, and those velocities look terrifying.
Yeah.
Which places?
Tupelo and
Near
Central
Tupelo,
Homa.
Oklahoma, near Colgate, Oklahoma. This is a supercell connecting with the MCS complex.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and
Tupelo, Oklahoma.
And I heard from Sky News 9, flooding's pretty bad. Not just tornado damage. We're getting a lot.
Oh yeah, flooding's.
yeah, the
Yeah.
WPC did issue a high risk for flooding, and that is definitely verifying.
Amazing job considering we have now.
We have on average 15 flash flood warnings, but right now we got that new tornado warning, as you can see on your screen. That's going to be moving just northeast towards the highway there. That will be moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Will remain in effect until 12:45 a.m. Central Time.
Yeah,
Just in the Tupelo area alone, it is just a massive.
yeah, it's
just region of
it's a
warnings.
little
Flash
notch in the
flood.
line.
There's
There's a
Flash
little
flood
notch in the
warning right
line.
now in. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's my fault. I'm listening.
Alright, that's fine.
So I
Flash
couldn't hear
flood
you for a
warning for Garvin, Murray, Pontotoc. Tornado warning for Johnston and Pontotoc. I think that's probably gonna get renewed.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
Tupelo's
a
got a
little
warning now.
notch area within the MCS complex here.
Would
That might have been one
also-
of the cells that's also been trained within the line here.
Yeah, I would also want to point out that the rotation near Fitztown has completely regenerated.
Let's see, Tulsa one because they got an extension. That now includes Muscatine.
So yeah, Fitztown, that rotation has completely regenerated. You need to be in your shelters. You're running out of time.
There's multiple little QFCS rotations there in that tornado warning near Tulsa. The other one. There's a few decent ones. Not
there's-
tornado
there's
on the
just-
ground decent, but they're decent enough to pose a threat.
There's just
So
a
yeah,
few.
tornado
And that rotation near
tornado
Central
warning has
Homa.
been canceled.
Yeah, that rotation near
For,
Central Homa is
people-
intensifying.
If you look on the National Weather Service, I hate how they're saying like some of them are only a life-threatening situation. Seek shelter now. It's only like on some of them. It's like I feel like all
The
of these
whole
should be
line-
life-threatening.
the whole-
I like
If you're
Like I
if
said-
you're in this line, flash flooding, tornadoes, damaging straight line winds combined with saturated soils, making wind damage worse, you should respect this whole line. This whole line's deadly at this point now.
yeah, this is deadly right now.
It's and especially since two of the supercells have done constructive mergers with the MCS. We don't like that at all. We do have good news though. The tornado warning that was on the Oklahoma, Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas border has been canceled. Still 70-mile-per-hour winds possible moving into Independence. I'm gonna walk to Independence, of course, because that's where my family.
Guys,
Yeah. Go ahead,
So-
Storm Team.
we currently have flowing water in the streets of Ada, Oklahoma right now.
Yeah.
Ada?
Yeah, Ada.
I'm not surprised. The flooding.
Isn't that like a city?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
there's a whole bunch of flash flood warnings just being issued down there. Pontotoc in it as well.
Yeah, the one in
Yeah, they're
Ada is
getting,
in effect
they're
till
getting
3
4 to
o'clock.
6 inch an hour rainfall rates.
Yeah, and they got more
Holy
coming.
shit.
They got a
Yeah.
lot more coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be raining for hours to come.
Plus, they got a possible tornado that's gonna pass just near them to the southeast.
Yeah,
I mean, the weather prediction. Normally, when you see a
Yeah,
high
my
risk
radars
of
not
flash
moving.
flooding
Hmm
in a severe weather outbreak, you know that something majorly upscale or majorly training is going to come up. But the combination of the two tonight, combined with the rainfall rates, is absolutely. I don't want to say it murdered Southeast Oklahoma. It murdered it. It just went KO tonight. It did some of the best mesoscale I've seen in a while.
like I said, worst case scenario, having the two mixed together and it being at night when it is completely pitch black.
Yeah, and I also want to point out again, obviously we're gonna have damage and wind. In fact, we still have that issue a 70 mile per hour, actually 72 mile per hour wind gusts was recorded way west of Morris. That's not from the
We got a
tornado. That
tornado on
doesn't
the
line
ground
up.
potentially.
Where?
Where?
It's a brief TDS with the embedded supercell, the one south of Tulsa, southeast of Tulsa. There was the one with the warning extended. There might be there's a brief TDS.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that to update on my end.
Let me check the velocity to make sure.
Yeah, my radar is straight not working. I'm on GR2 and it's just nothing's loading.
Yeah, it's there's a small little velocity couplet.
Here,
Right there.
Snowball. Tristan, can you take over the stream? I want to go help Snowball's radar because I think I know what's happening.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, go ahead and take over. I'm gonna go. Snowball. We'll message in DMs.
So we have a potential of a decent QLCS tornado. Oh, that debris signature got better. Okay, that's a problem. A potential QLCS embedded supercell within the line that is capable of producing tornadoes. This is the same supercell with a history of violent tornadoes. So we need to take this seriously, and this is the remnants of that.
Hey Tristan.
Go ahead, real quick.
Based off what I'm seeing, that is clear air. It's inflow to the storm.
But these two photos make look at the little debris signature versus the velocity on coverage. It looks like a small TDS.
I know, but look how it's way ahead of the precipitation in a little pocket. That looks like it's flowing.
We'll see though, because it does look very, very suspicious.
I hope it's inflow, but at the same time, if that's inflow,
It
might be
looks
spreading into
tornadic. I'm
inflow.
going to assume it's tornadic because we can't risk it anymore.
I mean, it is a tornado warning, and after what's happened today, I would just take shelter regardless.
Yeah, it might be a TDS.
Exactly.
A new update.
There's a tornado warning.
Okay,
anyway.
we got it work. Okay, we got it working once more. We're back.
All right, that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
After what happened, we're on the night shift tonight. Jeez.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm staying up.
Same.
I think everyone knows.
Man,
Alright.
I gotta wake up at 4:30.
You can go to sleep if you want. Us three can take over.
I feel like going to sleep, but at the same time, if I go to sleep, I'm going to wake up very fucking tired in the morning, and then I'm not gonna be able to do anything because I gotta work the fire station's breakfast tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, today.
Yeah, honestly, I would just sometimes stay up better because you have
So that
to
Mill Creek tornado looked like it ended up passing just south of the town.
You know what?
That's what
Yeah,
it's shown for me.
I'm gonna step down from the stream for tonight, guys.
Yeah.
I am gonna go try to get a little bit of sleep at least.
Alrighty.
I can
Alright,
nap
sounds
if I
good.
have to today, but yeah.
Yeah. See ya.
Guess I'll be taking over. for a
I'll
little
see you
bit.
guys.
Yep.
Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Storm
you
Team.
for helping us on this
Yeah.
ring around the rosy event.
Yep.
Basically.
Alright,
Things
good
don't
night.
appear to be very hot right now.
Alrighty. Here, I'm gonna get prepared for the late night. So, I'll pass it to you in Snowball for now, and I'll come back in just a second. I gotta leave. I gotta stay on the call though.
Alright.
Alrighty.
man.
So I'll be on mute for now.
The bad thing about this is if I get kicked, there's no way for me to join back in because I technically don't have the role just yet.
Still a decent rotation near the Tupelo, Oklahoma area. That lost.
Yeah.
So that's a potential tornado.
Yeah, that's looking.
Looking
see it
pretty good.
starting to
Remember,
pop
this
a
is
little bit.
far away from velocity though, so it tilts up, right? But we don't know if something's actually around. We know though they have a very huge history of doing tornadoes. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, better see.
Oh, a tornado observed near Mill Creek again. That's not good.
Yeah, there was a tornado. There's a blip on the radar. It's passing just south of the town itself, but it has been spotted in Mill Creek. We'll probably start getting some reports from Ravia as well and Tishomingo.
Considering that
other
the
end.
velocity from Oklahoma City was detecting this Tulsa one, I think the Tulsa one was a brief tornado. Not really. Yeah.
Tulsa got spared so
They like their warning got lifted like seemed like last second, just before.
There's another little hook developing again here, just south of Hall too. That's another area.
I do
Watch.
see that.
That might be another.
Just south of Tulsa, right?
Not just south of Tulsa. It's another one after the first tornado warning. There's another little hook appendage.
Oh, I see it.
Another little area. You know the crazy part is these still have the potential EF 2 to 3 tornadoes due to the new watch. I don't like that.
Yeah, this is not a good sign.
No. It's a less of a chance though, considering the meso scale, right? It's more damaging. Any good comma head or good MCV, sorry, could easily just. And this is unconfirmed, but we might have already had a dead report. So
Oh yeah, there was like a dead on arrival in Dixon, supposedly. So this is not looking.
we were really hoping we'd have no casualties tonight, but honestly, after what the surprise at Sulphur, I didn't believe that anymore. Especially after how good the NWS did yesterday. I
Yeah,
was
I don't think this.
hoping
I think
today.
we're gonna have some casualties. This is not looking too hot.
And what's weird about all these storms happening is that earlier today we actually put out a high risk of severe weather our own, and Twitter made fun of us. Oh, look where all the severe weather is now. Like we knew something apparently that, and nature said you're gonna be right about it in the most horrible way possible. Okay, let's
We ended up making this thing. Mother Nature says you're gonna be right about it, and you're gonna like it. It's
I
like,
don't like it.
mm,
Sometimes I don't
yeah,
like being right because that means people get offended.
yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So
Mother
let's see
Nature just
here.
hates us.
This line also has a history of damaging straight line winds easily with a meso scale. Look at that. History of damaging winds. Reports are going to be quiet tonight. Of course, it's near midnight to 1 a.m. over there. You think, well, unless you're in a tornado warning or people are anxious in front of the line, especially in southeastern Oklahoma where those cells are interacting with the MCS a bit better, um, people are going to be asleep. You know, so, new
Don't we
tornado
still
warning
got some
from
more on the
Wasaki.
way?
This is the last wave.
All right.
No more convection after this, hopefully. Um,
Hopefully
we
not.
have a severe squall line capable of producing tornadoes that may not be visible due to heavy rain, located 5 miles north of Wilmington, moving northeast at 35. So they didn't just say; they said multiple potential little small tornadoes within the velocity here. And I'm good. Oh yeah, I could see the evidence of a few. One, two. Yeah, so that's gonna be one of those QLCS spammers that really help damaging wind in a way because I'm not expecting these ones to at least be EF2. I'm not expecting. Um, but these can help damaging winds along the line, especially with the warning having 70 across. So you could get a few seconds of 80-mile wind gusts, 90-mile wind gusts, especially of an EF0 tornado. Um, Technically they're going to be EF0s to EF1. Most of these are. Not pre-rating, but those mostly outlines work. So I'm just going to assume new tornado watch will be needed. That's concerning. This new
Where are we
tornado
at with this
watch will be in effect. This is just new data. So the Dallas Metroplex, Northwest Arkansas. I talked about Northwest Arkansas being in the front. More of Southeast Oklahoma that wasn't affected, but a little bit. And you've got Dallas all the way to Central Texas, where the line of cells are maintaining. Um, of course, I talked with Isabel earlier today about the line might make it to northwestern Arkansas, and that is exactly what's happening. and with the wind damage. So that is not a surprise. Um, we just have a very yeah. We just saw that Tyler. By the way, that was the day Isabel and I talked about a few nights ago about that occurring. I'm not surprised though with the MCS going a bit better than expected. Um, this is gonna happen. Let's go back to the tornado warnings. We got a nice little couple in there, Taft in Oklahoma. Very nice area of rotation. It's not the strongest, but it's not the worst. Um, so that is definitely that, especially with their warning saying multiple little tornadoes can occur right there. That is definitely one of those. But the worst area potentially is near Taft, Oklahoma, and that new tornado warning. And severe thunderstorm warning till 7. And then we're gonna go back to southeastern Oklahoma here, where we still have a cluster of nice intense or nice small tight rotations. How many can I count here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Southeastern Oklahoma is doing a fantastic job of producing right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if we got another one. So that's actually radar indicated, surprisingly. That warning is still observed here, and that radar indicated. New scan coming in, and the velocity is absolutely went banger on the Colgate storm near Colgate, just north of Colgate here on Road 75 there. If you are in that area, you take shelter now. Small room near the lowest.
Tornado warnings continue for Muskogee, Oklahoma, Haskell, Oklahoma, and Porter, Oklahoma, and these are in effect until 1 o'clock Central Daylight Time.
Okay. If you're in these tornado warnings, you need a helmet, parcel, shoes. If there is flash flooding around you, first floor, not the basement. Make sure you have no windows around you. If you don't have flash flooding around you, lowest floor, near center, away from windows. No mobile homes or vehicles. Um, if you're driving along these interstates, especially with, I don't think I don't know if
At
NOAA
this
would
late at night,
agree
and especially doing something like this, I
with
don't think
flash
really
flooding and the
anyone's going to be on
tornadoes.
the
No,
road.
that's
I
not
don't think
approved.
anyone's going to be on the roads.
I
But if
hopefully
you
not.
are on
But
the
remember,
roads,
emergency responders should be because of what happened. I honestly agree.
yeah,
Emergency responders should be ready.
EMS should be
But
can be on the road.
I think the road should be clear for emergency responders. I don't think people should be driving because you got flash flooding. You got, especially with the soils being saturated, you got trees falling over easily, power lines falling over easily, and then you start getting the potential for tornadoes. Okay, that's perfectly fine, Tyler. So at 1:55, we'll do a recap. We'll do a recap. Um, if no major tornadoes go by then. New flash flood warning. Flash flooding observed from parts of Lynn County, Kansas, and Bates and Henry in Missouri. And that's another thing we need to I want to talk about real quick. And hopefully I can. Let me check. Let me make sure I can. There is one observed tornado warning. We're not getting a lot of information from Norman. Let me make sure there's more information about that one
Yeah,
observed.
and just want to say something as you do that. I want to mention something about people driving on the roads. If you know family out there, do not drive to go see them. It is too dangerous to do that. Do not worry. If you don't have any contact from family, it's probably because they have no cell service. Phone companies do have an emergency plan to get emergency service to the area So keep that in mind. Don't panic and don't immediately drive to these areas, as these are going to be heavily dangerous to drive through.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that, especially when
All right,
flash
I have
flooding,
the
saturated
unskippable
soils, trees,
side
power
quest
lines.
of having to go to bed soon, so I will be hopping off the air soon, but I'm gonna try and stay on as long as possible.
Alrighty.
We're gonna hop off at 2 a.m. Now we're gonna get a recap of everything at least 150.
Yeah.
No more
All right.
bad tornadoes.
So
coming
you can
around.
go
So
if you
don't
want,
worry about it.
Snowball.
We'll
I
only
mean, you
understand
should get all
20.
the rest that you can.
Okay.
I'll
yeah.
stay. I'm gonna stay on as long as I possibly can.
Alrighty.
Okay. Well, let's see here. We still have no information. I hope that tornado warning that third gets removed, but we got Tyler, I'm sorry for bothering you again. Have you seen southeastern Oklahoma with the velocity tie up? That is
Yeah.
ridiculous velocities on the MCS complex, and I think those are supercells that are trying to develop and they get mixed in with the MCS. Tyler, the wonders of mesoscale today have been ridiculous.
Yeah, and again, I just want to point out, I'm
Again,
getting like
once
rapid
again,
fire. I'm getting like rapid fire damage wind reports, like rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Ah, shit.
Yep.
Damage reports for tornadoes or the straight line wind?
Straight line
damage
winds.
that's going
Straight
ridiculous?
line winds.
Oh my god.
Mainly on the northern
That
part
makes
of the
perfect
line.
sense through the saturated soils combined with the low level jet and the wind max.
Yeah,
That
mainly
does
on the
make perfect
northern
sense.
part of the line.
Yeah, that's a whole comment head we have to worry about.
Yeah.
I will reinform once again. We got tornado warning still in effect for Muskogee, Haskell, and Porter, Oklahoma, until 1 o'clock a.m. Central Daylight Time. If you're in these areas, get off the road, seek shelter immediately. There's flash flooding in the area, first floor. If not, lowest floor of the sturdy
Okay,
building.
one of the tornado warnings look terrifying right now.
Where?
The one near Tulsa. It looks like inflow, but it's really intense. It's
Yeah, let
really
me
wrapped within there.
Yeah, let me
That is
switch the
near
Tulsa radar.
Porter. That's near Porter and Taft. That's that little hook echo trying to appear there.
Yeah, we'll go in and see. And if it's the kind of tornado I think it is, those tornadoes can form very fast, like I said before.
Yeah, this is just.
Yep.
We were all thinking at first this was going to be a supercell outbreak, and then it went. Kansas, I will say Kansas did an amazing
Jesus.
job at the beginning of the event. The very western Oklahoma kind of did scare us. Then it went quiet, and we were like, okay, besides Kansas, it was fine.
Yeah.
And then the lift happened, and then the upscale happened,
Yeah.
and then suddenly everything went to insanity.
Yeah, I do
we
want
got a lot
to.
of
Yeah, I want to point
several
out.
communities across southern Oklahoma possibly severely damaged, even destroyed, depending on how severe these tornadoes
And
were.
multiple spin-up tornadoes across a bunch of Oklahoma. I wouldn't be surprised if at least 30 tornadoes were confirmed tonight.
Yeah, and
Due to
I do
so
want to.
much little rotation.
I do want to say something important to repeat what I said earlier about these kinds of tornadoes. Again, these can form extremely fast and dissipate extremely fast. I just want to remind you of how I said each radar scan is minutes apart, and a tornado like this can form and dissipate in that amount of time before the next scan. That has happened before, and because of that, it had little to no warning until reports start coming out. So you need to treat this as a tornado on the ground and just seek shelter just in case.
I got a very terrifying report, and this is not tornado. This is flooding.
Go
Multiple
ahead.
reports of flooding through Ida with street lights being taken down on Arlington Street from flooding.
I'm sorry, did you say, repeat that, street lights?
Being taken down in Arlington Street. Yep. Flooding's that bad.
I won't be shocked if they
Apparently.
possibly go flash flooding. What, did it go flash flooding emergency?
I don't think they did, but
They
with
just
all the
went- they
heavy
only went
rainfall
flash
rates,
flood
we're gonna
warning.
start seeing them, I think.
They should go flash
it's just
flooding
a flash
emergency
flood
because keep
warning.
in mind there is still more rain. There's even more rain that's going to train on that town.
Yeah, and you know what the worst part is? That same area that is getting very bad flooding. Oh, look, right there, Mill Creek, supercell thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah,
really bad. A
multiple-
new tornado warning Again, a severe squall line capable of producing tornadoes may not be visible due to heavy rain. Was located near Porter, moving northeast at 35. That's that. Again, you're not gonna see them, and they're gonna be quick. They're gonna be like that. You know, they can be instant, and then they can disappear instantly, like Tyler has been talking about. And Tyler, that doesn't look like a normal QLCS tornado to me. That looks like one of the. I remember the derecho on April 1st.
Yeah, let me
I've seen
look.
this signature before. That was an EF2 confirmed later on. I'm not saying it will, but that was one of those very bad
Yeah,
events.
and let me look at that again.
I'm gonna watch everything.
Because I switched down to the flash flood warning there. But let me just wait for the data to download here, and yeah, I can see that. Wow. So yeah, if you're in Porter, you should see
That is
shelter.
a nice
That's on
hook
top
area
of you.
right here at the mesoscale.
Yeah, that's right on top of Porter.
Mesoscale. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't look like it has something on the ground.
Yeah, but again, these can form very fast.
Yeah, especially with that signature, I wouldn't be surprised. Tornado watch number 556. Ah, perfect.
And also
Perfect
a
timing.
massive severe thunderstorm warning was issued, like a very massive.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, this
massive
whole
one.
line is capable of. So we're about to see that tornado watch in a second, because I believe this is going to be more of that spin up tornado with one or two SIGs possible and damaging wind. I don't think this will be SIG at all. As you get more east, I think we're going to start seeing
There's
that
probably going to be
more
an overnight watch,
around,
by the way.
basically Tulsa and north, basically. Tulsa.
Yeah, there's going to be an overnight watch, by the way, most likely.
Oh yeah, this is our overnight watch. Okay, tornadoes. Okay, they said a couple of tornadoes possibly. Okay, there you go. So basically the wording I was saying. Scattered damaging winds to 70 possible, isolated large hail to 1 inch possible.
Another tornado
A
warning.
squall line with embedded circulation will continue to pose a
Hail
threat.
size is about 1.25 inches. In between words of Ardmore Dixon.
Okay. Squall line with embedded circulation will continue to pose a threat for a couple of tornadoes, damaging winds of 60 to 70. I will respectfully say I think a isolated 80 is possible, considering the mess we're having.
Yeah, and the
An
reports
isolated
too.
large diameter for the early morning hours across eastern Oklahoma.
I do want to point out that there is an extended version of that tornado warning over Porter that now includes Wagoner.
Oh, they just did a severe squall line capable of producing tornadoes that may not be visible in rain. Was located over Porter, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Cherokee, Mays, and Washington counties in Oklahoma. I think it's the right call for them to continue that tornado warning. That looks ugly. That
new
looks
tornado
like
warning. New tornado warning in effect for Wagoner, Holbert,
Yeah, we
and
just pointed
Porter
that out.
up until 1:30.
We did say that. It's okay though.
Yeah,
Tyler, that looks like one of those supercells that could produce a very quick SIG tornado. Not
yeah,
just
very
spin up.
like a brief spin up significant tornado. That's very fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And keep in mind, you will not be able to see this. Like, no matter what, you will not be able to see this tornado in the slightest. Not only it's going to be rain wrapped, it's also nighttime.
With the way the flash flooding has been, you think you can see a tornado? Like, no.
No. And also
no,
that,
not at all.
yeah, that hook is starting to really show itself now, that notch.
We might have to stay on the air a little longer than a little longer.
Yeah, it's still 12:49 though.
Still seeing reports of tornadoes trickling
That's
in
fair.
from near Mill Creek. If you're in a tornado warning, don't leave shelter until it's canceled.
Ooh, the Porter one's actually intense. Yeah, remember when I said brief SIG? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Alright, let me get the recent scan pulled up. Yeah, okay, so basically what's happening right now, that is kind of a small hint of divergence, which normally happens right before tornado genesis. That normally happens 90% of the time, every time we call this out. So again, that's a very disturbing look. If you're in Wagoner, this is moving in your direction, so you need to seek shelter right now. You will not be able to see it, and by the time you hear it, it will be too late. And again, this is going to be moving right into Wagner. Looks like it's going to be the western and northern part of the town where we're going to have the most issues here. And there actually might be a chance that this could go right through downtown.
That was not so quick while we have time.
Someone on the scanner is heard saying, okay, so supposedly this is rather bad news. We had someone on the scanner saying the whole downtown of Sulphur was destroyed by the tornado. I don't know if we covered that just
Yeah,
yet.
we covered that.
Yeah, we did. We did. Not in the next detail, though, because we had
Yeah.
so many other things going.
And that's in Sulphur.
So-
Is that in
this
Sulphur?
tornado watch,
I didn't hear
Very
that.
bad sight in Sulphur.
Can you send me that scanner?
Tornado
Because I'm
watch
unable to
include-
find that scanner at all. If you're able.
I'll try to find it.
Yeah.
so that new tornado watch, I know I just said the areas, but that does include the areas that we were actually forecasting, which is pretty clever of us. That the SEC also agrees with us. For parts of northwestern Arkansas, it's pretty much the rest of southeastern Oklahoma, besides one of the counties there. So that's pretty interesting. Tyler, remember when I said 6 QLCS? That is not a normal QLCS rotation. That is...
Yeah, again, that is a disturb.
No, that's
Okay.
not fun.
Okay, so there's going to be a point where we might have to speak one at a time here. Because of what could be happening
Things about to get
southwest of
chaotic fast,
Wagner.
it seems like.
Yeah, looks like some pretty strong rotation could be developing southwest of Wagner. So if you're in that town, you need to seek shelter now. You will not be able to see or hear this tornado. And then, okay, I'm going to give you the warning information here. This will be in effect until 1:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time, moving northeast at 35.
DM'd you some radar scope information.
Alrighty, we'll
And
go ahead and
apology
get that
for
pulled
the
up.
viewers here. I did.
Pulled
Apology
that
for the
directly
viewers
from
here.
Angels.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
Apology
get
for
that
the,
pulled up
for the
here.
viewers here. I might have had the voice crack. You might have had your. I apologize there.
Yeah, and
yeah,
actually they
this-
just went
this is not
confirmed
your
on
norm.
this. They went confirmed on this. So there's a radar confirmed tornado. Damaging tornado is the hazard. This is still in effect until
Let me
1:30
guess.
a.m.
It's the Tulsa Hook Echo.
Yeah, it's that one. This is gonna be moving right into Wagner. So I'll go ahead and take the reins for the most part here, as this could be a chaotic few minutes here. Right now, this is gonna be moving into Western Wagner at this time. There's also a chance
If
that
it
could go
moves any
right through.
further east, it's just going to be a direct hit on Wagner. This is a very bad situation.
Yeah, this could be a direct
Especially
hit on
since this
Wagner, but it looks like it's going to be coming in from the southwestern side. We'll be moving. It's moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. So if you are in
Welcome back,
Wagner, you
Storm
need to
Team.
seek
Always
shelter as soon as possible.
I just had
Storm
to hop
Team, I
back
already know what
in.
you're gonna say. We have a QLCS
No.
potential 6.
Worse. I
Worse.
was listening to the scanner over there for Sulphur, Oklahoma, and I heard something very disturbing over the
Yeah.
scanner.
Town destroyed.
We were talking about the entire
What
downtown
came
possibly
over-
being destroyed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they said the entire downtown is gone.
and yeah, right
the
now.
entire down, like all of it.
Yes.
And I just want to point out to Snowball, since he wasn't here for it, we actually almost had one of our chasers hit by it. If they were like less than 15 feet away, then they would have been hit directly.
Oh damn!
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of
Real
chasers
quick,
caught
we're
off
gonna-
guard.
Talk about a close call.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that later, gentlemen. We got a potentially unusually dangerous QLCS rotation.
yeah, I'm waiting for the next update, so I just want to quickly
Right
mention
there.
that to Snowball to get him catch up a little bit.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
oh
appreciate-
my god, look at the
Further-
shape of that rotation. That is classic worry.
Yep.
That is really good.
We're gonna be seeing this moving right up into Wagner right now. Again, which
You know,
try
and
to
remember we said
let's try to speak one at a time right now. By the way.
Not bad.
And remember, we have. I remember. I called this out, and the watch called this out, saying that some of these tornadic circulations, even though this is a line, could act like embedded supercells and produce potential for very quick SIG spin up tornadoes. We call them SIG spin ups, especially with the nature of the line, but it's combined with the nature of a supercell. So it's an embedded supercell. I would say a common head feature, but this is more of a supercell. Here.
Okay, so
Let's see
active tornado
here.
warnings right now are in Porter, Wagoner, Maisie, and then one down in Mill Creek.
Yeah, and both of them are
Okay,
observed.
Okay, any information? I apologize. Any information, real quick, on Mill Creek? I have not heard anything on Mill Creek.
Yeah, one of
I
you
know
can go
it's
check
observed,
that.
but we
I'll go
don't
ahead and
have
get
it.
viewers caught up with the
They're
Wagner.
so from what I've been reading, supposedly there's still tornadoes down there.
Yeah.
So that is basically a mesoscale corridor of problems there too. Well, we haven't got any. I wish I've gotten more reports from them because I've been focused on these QLCS rotations, which is understandable given this one right now.
And I do want to point out that with that tornado earlier that sparked that observed tag on it, there was a possible tornado debris signature on that one. That is since
not
Do you want
gone.
to notify everyone that there is a possible tornado just outside of Kingdom City, Missouri?
Kingdom City,
Possibly
Missouri.
a
Oh,
weak
dear,
tornado.
oh, dear. I thought Missouri was quiet. Missouri behaved so well.
Kingdom City, Missouri. Seek shelter immediately.
I'm trying to.
There's no tornado warning on mine. We're gonna wait for a tornado.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to pop up here because I can't
We
find
got
that.
a possible, again, possibly a weak tornado near Kingdom City, Missouri. Looks to be on the east side.
You know which NWS would do it if yeah.
Tristan, there's
ahead.
more discrete cells firing in north of Fort Worth.
The environment down there is not the best.
Well, it's gonna
honestly.
move
I
into
am
southeastern
not-
Oklahoma ahead of the
I'm
line.
actually gonna go check in on the Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if they're gonna make it before the line. So I'll say this: will we have a potential another strong tornado for tonight? Maybe if they can get early enough. But besides, it's weird, right? In this situation, we don't want to say
This has
strong
been-
tornadoes are out of the question, but at
Mhm.
the same time, it just looks somewhat unlikely.
This has
but
been
the conditions
really
are good.
odd.
Conditions are still great,
Yeah.
so we'll watch it.
Checking on the Tulsa.
Watch it. Oh yeah, oh that one north of Denton. That actually has time. Okay. That actually has time. I thought we meant the little cells that were trying to come together. No, but these supercells actually have time.
Yeah.
Okay. Really bad.
Again, only 2 tornado
I
warnings.
don't know if
both
we're
are
gonna be alive for
observed.
that.
We have a
I'm
tornado
getting
watch
tired
now
now.
in effect for all of northwest Arkansas.
And other parts of southeastern Oklahoma.
Yep. We're waiting for that to
Yeah,
show up
but-
on my GR2, but as soon as we get that, I'll show you. I'll show the stream.
Wait, new tornado watch number 157. I thought that was already issued. That was already issued. Wait, what? I'm sorry. What's going? Oh, you know what I think this is? The Dallas one. Let me see if that's true. That Dallas. Let's wait a minute here. The new tornado watch just issued. So it looks like they did 2 more tornado watches. We'll see though. We'll likely get one for the Dallas Metro if that's confirmed right now. Considering the environment's overperforming. Well, we will see here. You know what? You know what will give us a clue? Dallas Fort Worth is 157. Yep, I was right. So we're gonna see that in a second, but that will include a very small chunk of Norman left, the last county in Tulsa, and a lot of the Dallas and Fort Worth. Look, you know what? I'm curious here.
By the way,
What
quick.
is Shreveport?
Yeah, quick update. By the way, the tornado warning that was in effect for Mill Creek has been dropped.
Okay, so we only got the QLCS.
Yeah, we only
rotation.
have 1 warning right now, but again, there could be overnight tornadoes. I don't know if we're going to be live for those, because at some point we do have to end it.
Look west of Dallas. That's a nice echo beginning to develop. Oh dear.
Tornado, the tornado in Wagoner, I'm pretty sure just lifted.
Yeah.
Give me a. Oh, I know how to do this. Okay, ready? Tornado watch number 157 is for parts of North and Central Texas. A couple of tornadoes possible. Scattered damaging wind gusts to 7 like a. Yeah. Hey Tyler, go look at Dallas real quick.
Dallas? Yeah, I'm zoomed in on Dallas.
Yeah, look at Dallas real quick.
Did anyone? Hey,
You know
there's
why?
a. I don't. Okay, there's a tornado blip that just popped up north of Ufala.
I just want Tyler to look at Dallas real quick. Look
Yeah,
at that line.
let's look at Dallas and we'll
Good.
jump north.
Look how good that line is. That's why the SPC is saying 70 mile per hour likely. Look how
Yeah,
good that-
and those are large, severe thunderstorm
Pretty
warnings.
good.
That will eventually move through the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah, and
Tornado
then we have
just
the.
north of Ufala.
Yeah, and again, yeah, we're gonna get up there. Don't worry, Snowball. But yeah, again, I just want to point out quickly for
Honestly,
people in the
I would
Dallas-Fort
get
Worth
up there
area.
now because I would respect it because who wants to hear about isolated large hail events to 1 inch we have 70 mile per hour?
I was trying to say something.
I apologize.
Yeah, for people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we do have these storms are pretty slow moving, so we also might have a localized flash flood threat for Fort Worth and Dallas, as these storms are pretty
There's a
slow
small
moving.
TDS near Wagler.
Let me take a look. Okay, now we're
It's
gonna jump back
the
north.
tiniest. It is tiny, but it's there.
Yeah, let me
Sure.
just confirm.
Little blue
So yeah,
ball. Here, I
no
can send a picture.
No further official report on that possible weak tornado in Kingdom City.
Either that
Yeah,
might have
no,
been either fake or because the tornado was so quick, might have been. QLCS spin.
Yeah, and it was a possible weak tornado on that area. On that
Yeah, it's a
That's
QLCS.
yeah, Tristan. That's a very hard call. I don't think that's a TDS. That's a
Look
very hard
carefully,
call. The
I put
rotation
one-
looks very
I-
broad right now.
If you look like southwest of Wagner, you can see tiny blue specks that would be lost.
Yeah, but that wouldn't line up with the tornado path at all. It looks very
Or
broad.
it might have been again. It might have been just such a brief tornado that.
Yeah, like I described before, sometimes these tornadoes can touch down in between radar scans and lift before the next one shows.
The new SPC. Oh. We got an enhanced risk now. For East Texas, Northwest Louisiana, far eastern Oklahoma, West Central Arkansas, and Southwest and South Central Missouri.
Is that led by a
Severe
10 sig?
thunderstorms are likely from.
Tornado warning has just been issued for Eufaula, Longtown, Texana, Dutchess Landing, Porham, Briartown, Hoyt, and Whitefield in Oklahoma.
Alrighty, yep, that just popped up. Let's go ahead and take a look. Tristan, you can go ahead and review that. You can review that silently, and then we'll come back to you in just a second. But I'll review this warning here. This is in effect until 1:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time, moving east at 35 miles an hour. This does include Warner in Oklahoma. This also includes Whitefield, Longtown, Texarkana, and Dutchess Landing.
Briartown and Porham on that as well.
Yeah.
Sims also in the warning. Stigler just outside, but still in threat.
Yeah, and it seems to be another kind of QLCS kind of tornado as well. So again, could be very fast moving as well as can touch down very quickly.
Could be, yeah, and it could disappear just as we see it.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that rotation just over the lake right now. And we did get a tornado report coming through. Looks like by official National Weather Service, it says that there was a tornado debris signature with that tornado in Porter that later went on to go to Wagner. So yeah, there was a brief tornado there. Very brief.
All right.
interestingly enough, I believe I read the wording right. Yes, most of our enhancements are, besides maybe a second round, depending on air mass recovery.
They're gonna
Most of
keep
it seems
the
to be the current MCS complex going.
they're gonna keep that tornado warning in effect for Wagner, Murphy, Cedar Crest, and Lost City
Yep.
Backyard
up
flooded,
until
roof
1:30.
leaking. That's what I got for Tulsa County for flash flooding. Our roof is leaking from all the rainfall. Backyard flooded. Wow.
Wow. Keep in
Rainfall
mind,
rates are.
yeah, keep in mind there's also some pretty like severe damaging wind reports coming up from up there as well. I mean, about like
The
two.
whole line is severe, by the way.
Yeah,
No
by the
fault.
way, like about like an hour or two ago, we had a report that said that an entire roof was blown off a house right next to a 75-mile-per-hour recorded gust. And again, that did not line up with any tornadoes, so that was from damaging winds.
Damaging straight line wind.
Yeah, damaging straight line winds.
Ooh, does that other rotation that just got warned, is that, I guess that's the same one with a history of now producing maybe 1 or 2 tornadoes. But doesn't have a good velocity now, make sure.
Yeah, and I do see that report, Tristan, that you described, that self-a-broken arrow about that roof leaking.
I mean, we've been talking about tornadoes for so long, but shoot, rain leaking through your roof from rainfall rates,
Yeah, and keep in mind, we had
That's
constant
a nice
training.
atmosphere.
That's
Honestly.
that's not good. That doesn't seem like
That
it's
is
that
a
good.
moist atmosphere ready to go. So here are the threats for tomorrow, real quick. There is a 10 significant tornado. I don't know if that's from the second round or from the MTS.
It could be from
But there is
from
a
it being
thing
carried
today.
over. We would have
It
to
might
check.
be both rounds.
Yeah, it might be both.
Could be both.
We'll take a look in the
So,
models in the morning.
So that means your tornado watch just turned from a couple of tornadoes possible to a couple of strong tornadoes possible. Or like a couple of tornadoes possible, but 1 or 2 strong.
Yeah. I feel like it's the
Possible
So that
latter.
just upgraded
Again,
the watch a little
currently
bit too.
moving through Dutchess Landing, possibly a possible tornado through Dutchess Landing next Porum. This is
Yep.
again possible tornado.
Yeah, and that will be on the bottom of your screen there. So you have that observed tornado
Oh,
warning
yeah,
zone
there's
effect to the
it's
north,
QQLCS
the other tornado,
rotation.
and the
Yeah, it's
tornadoes at
there.
the bottom.
How is my friend playing Payday 2 to this? Like, what the hell?
I have a question.
Yeah, go
What's
ahead,
up?
Tristan.
This is a funny question, but do I get paid for this? We've been on set for so long, it just feels like it.
Oh god, one
Fun
day
question.
Tristan will get paid for this shit.
Maybe.
One
Make sure
day.
you got
I enjoy
everyone.
that. I do enjoy this.
Alright.
Yeah.
We will take all the money from Davy Jones's locker. 62 cents.
62
Army
cents.
Harvey matey.
How about we pay him in gold shillings? Gold doubloons from the Lost Land of
I
Neverland.
don't like the Warner cell. That is an embedded supercell. I don't. That's another embedded supercell. What about the Wonder? Oh, that's a con.
Hey, do we
that's-
get any more
that's-
information regarding sulfur other than downtown most likely being gone?
I did get some damage photos, but that's pretty much it. We'll have like drone footage and stuff when the sun comes up.
Alright. So this could either be a sigh of relief or really, really bad.
6
Yeah.
miles southwest of
Seeing that-
Voltage.
Things that smack through sulfur, I think this is gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
6 miles
Korean
southwest of
streams.
Pula and Orange County, Oklahoma. Wind damage, 3-inch tree limbs broken, power poles broken, time estimated by radar. So that's me thinking it was a brief tornado, but we'll see. I mean,
Thunderstorm, wind damage as a 526 UTC. 2 miles southeast of Bixby, Tulsa County. 2-inch diameter tree limb fall. Time estimated by radar.
Oh, guys, look at that embedded supercell and the southern warning. I don't like the velocity on it, respectfully. That's
It looks like on reflectivity, it's starting to hook.
yeah, and then look at the velocity. There might be one. There might be two. There might be a tight coupling and then a little broader coupling north just above that. Yeah, might be two. And then of
Yeah.
course we have the broad but historic, capable of producing spin-up tornadoes near Locust Grove. But that southern one with the embedded supercell, that doesn't look pretty. I'm either seeing two rotations in the same warning, or one of them is glitched and then the sun. Yeah, I'm seeing two.
Okay,
It'll
we are
look
looking
like
at possible damage in the following townships and cities in Oklahoma. We are looking at Dixon, Ardmore, Marietta, Sulphur, Norman, Stillwater, Holdenville, Cole, Hinton, Mill Creek, Southwest Oklahoma City, Okemos, Wynwood, Drumright, Morris, and Wagoner. The list is still going as possible damage for tornadoes.
Yeah.
And that covers a lot of central and southwest Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma.
I'm gonna stop the radar loop here to show you that. Let me see how much. Okay, so yeah, there's that hook that I mentioned just south of this town here, and that rotation, possible rotation, just east of it, about to cross the lake. And right now, based off how it's hooking, that means we do have rotation here. And since it's nighttime and since there's very heavy rain going on, you won't be able to see this tornado. So again, just seek shelter and remember that these kind of tornadoes are known for forming very, very fast. And it can
They
dissipate
just
very,
issued
very
a
fast.
severe thunderstorm warning for several counties in eastern Oklahoma and heading into northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, and that includes both of those. That includes both of the tornado warnings. Yeah. Again, that's a lot of places. That's gonna be in effect for the next hour straight.
And that's stretching from, it's really both combined, but it's stretching from Indianola up towards Watts and Westville, Christie.
Yeah.
We got another one of our team members on the server and brand new watch for the Dallas Metro, Stephenville, Waco, Texas.
Which watch
I
am
sent you the
looking
graphic, by the way, Tyler, just on the coverage chat.
Yeah, I'll go
I'm
ahead
sure
and pull
you-
up that graphic.
Also, that bow echo around San Angelo going to south, that's a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 a.m. Then we have another watch too down there.
So yeah, right there.
For this complex. So basically, this complex stretches from northeastern Oklahoma all the way right next to the Texas-Mexico border.
Yeah, and again,
at.
this
We'll see this storm move east-northeast towards northwest Arkansas and southwest Missouri.
alrighty. I just want to
Some big towns that are heading into the midst of this storm we are looking at most of northwest Arkansas, Bentonville, Rogers, Lowell, Springdale, Johnson, Fayetteville, probably in the next few hours.
Okay, and
As
Joplin,
storms
Missouri.
I wanna
Joplin
point out.
sounds severe.
I want to point out.
Oh, we can't have another Joplin, please no.
Okay. I just want to say that I want to point out that again, this new tornado watch is in effect till 7 a.m. So this is an overnight watch, and this does include the cities of Waco and Dallas-Fort Worth.
All right, sounds good. One little note though, it's Waco.
Waco.
Texan.
Wait. That
I know
Western,
you were
Just
gonna
as a
correct me.
Texan, I have to give a
oh,
little.
I know
both
you
of
were gonna
these
correct me.
tornado warning may be stronger than I think. I'm looking at the Fort Smith radar, and the Tulsa radar is showing me that it's a little weaker. Let me compare Tulsa versus Fort Smith real quick. I like to do this to give us
I'm gonna check here.
an idea. Yeah, both of them show a decent signature, so both of them are a little bit high up in the atmosphere, and then a little bit below, more closer to the surface. They're both showing us a story of these two little rotations are capable of producing tornadoes. They are staying the same store. And that one, this guy extended Locust Grove. I called you out before. There you go. Road 412. Uh, Kansas, Oklahoma. Okay.
Okay, I do want to.
I'm sorry about that.
I do want to provide
Road
an
82.
important update. I do want to provide an important update. So I think this does include the last 2 days as well. But again, we have that one death in Sulphur, Oklahoma that Snowball mentioned before. But we also have over 50 injuries with this. I think that also
The
includes
DOA, I think, was
yesterday's,
in
but this
Dixon,
also
but
includes
yeah.
today's.
Okay, we are also looking
Scans. Some people in Sulphur right now talking about not just downtown, but the entire east side or even the entire town of Sulphur being wiped. At the very worst. We have a new
Yeah.
tornado warning in effect and a possible tornado on the ground for Cedar Crest, Pegs, Bayou, Locust Grove, Iron Post, Snake Creek, heading up into Kansas, Leech, Oaks, Cloud Creek, Concord, Tag Flats, Yucca, and Bull Hollow. That's several small communities in a tornado warning right now. And we are looking at, for counties wise, that is Locust Grove, Kenwood, and Concord.
I want to say real quick, and I know we're focused on these two tornado warnings here, but around
Over
Joplin
cities.
and around a lot of areas, it's just been flash flooding after flash flooding. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
once
new
again,
mesoscale
possible.
precipitation discussion.
Once again,
A
possible tornado on the ground, just southwest of Cedar Crest, moving west-northwest.
Cedar Crest. Real quick, Tyler, I'm going to give this graphic while
Yeah.
you this new graphic Weather Prediction Center mesoscale
Here we go.
discussion for flash flooding.
Yeah, I'll go and show that
Tornado
here.
warning.
Nice boundary too. That's
All right,
pretty
here we go. So for counties, southern Delaware County, southeastern Mays County, east central Wagner County, and northwestern Cherokee County are in this new tornado warning.
Yeah.
Just looking for those.
Hey Tristan, can you let Kat know about that? Cause I'm 90% sure that they're in that.
That cat's in it. Yep, definitely.
Alrighty, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kevin. Increasing chance that severe thunderstorms over the Central Plains on Wednesday and or Thursday. Broad upper level trough or jet stream dip will materialize over the Rockies. As it ejects, it will kick up pockets of warm, humid air, causing storms. So we may be seeing more stuff like this, possibly on Wednesday and Thursday.
I don't want to think about that right now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Well, honestly, after the last.
That's just
day.
I'm just giving a little heads up. Let's
Yeah.
focus kind of on the now, especially with this possible tornado on the ground.
Where is that, by the way? I'm guessing that
The-
is either the embedded supercell or the one near Local Grove.
That is, yeah, we're looking at the one that is southwest of Cedar Crest. In Locust Grove, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Not surprising. It's showing another concerning little foot feature
Sulphur
again.
appears to
A
be
little,
completely
little
totaled.
bull, you call it.
East side of
Velocity.
the town of Sulphur took a direct hit from the tornado. It seems
Oh,
the
that
most of the
velocity.
town is
Okay,
wiped.
that's a problem. That's rotating.
What are we reading?
I'm curious. What's the velocity of that? Good. So yeah, I guess these QLCS tornadoes are not letting us rest.
Nope,
Um,
guess not.
um,
We're gonna be up for a little bit.
That's a little bit longer. Honestly, I'm too tired. But you know,
I would
as
say
as,
keep
as
this.
long
We might have to keep going until like probably 2:30.
I don't like how the Southern Supercell. I think both of them might have a tornado on the ground. Like given.
All right. Ah, damn.
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty
Surprised we're not pushing really into the we pushing in gigabits or terabits? Streaming quite a bit. All right, tornado blip is gone. Again, this is not confirmed. This was a possible tornado on the ground. These are GLCSs. Seems
Don't
like
change it,
I'm-
Tyler. Don't. Please, no.
Tyler,
We had enough of them. We had enough.
Tyler, don't do this to us.
We had enough. If a flash flood emergency gets issued, we might briefly do a few. I am so shocked we have not had flash flood emergencies. I'm so honest here. I feel like a lot of them could have been. Oklahoma has been pretty dry though before this event. I guess the soils could take a decent amount of rain.
I just want to point
The
out
blip
that
is back.
yeah, I just want to point out we have a new report of a power poles down near Wagner, like on the highway that Wagner's on.
So there was.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, there was
Down.
a tornado there possibly. It doesn't list it
Possible
as a
tornado.
tornado.
Not surprised. I
Wagner.
did see a tiny. I saw a tiny TPS. Very small.
Yeah, right now they only have it
Oh, that
listed
might have
as
been,
a thunderstorm wind damage report, so they would have to go check if that was caused by the wind, straight line wind, or a tornado.
Or a brief TDS on the ground. That.
Yeah, we'll know in a few days.
We'll. And you know what I bet people are gonna ask, seeing this line overnight? Is this gonna be a derecho? No, I really don't think so. This is just your classic supercells going to the line, having some mesoscale. So we have some widespread wind damage though, with the combination of flash flooding and damaging wind due to the soil.
I never checked
Has
in
to be
on.
good.
There were some tornadoes in Illinois. What happened with those? I never got those checked in.
Oh, there were a few tornado winds to Illinois. Oh, nothing. They were just warm real quick.
All right.
It was just brief boundary mischief.
All right. Sounds good.
There might have been a brief tornado. You never know at Illinois. Sometimes it could be on a very bad area to detect tornadoes. We've had that. We could have had one. We'll never know.
So that tornado, possible tornado, if it did touch down, passed over directly a large reservoir near Cedar Crest and Locust Grove. So that.
I'm not surprised. That's actually looking a little bit classic. Second. Looks. Is it just me, Tyler, or that looks really embedded supercell now? It doesn't look QLCS embedded anymore. It looks more like
Yeah, I
it
can
looks
agree
like the
on that.
supercell is trying to take its own identity.
It looks like based on like that kind of like like that kind of shape and the velocity kind of looks like something that you would normally see at the start of a tornado.
Tornado Genesis.
Yep, tornado genesis.
Yeah. We'll see here.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on it.
It's possible stuff still in Texana, Dutchess Landing. Not entirely sure just yet.
Yeah, to be honest, Oklahoma almost made it out alive. If that mesoscale situation didn't happen, they would have made it out alive. On. It's kind of, one of those feelings where you almost make it out, but then you suddenly get struck down. Yeah, that's Oklahoma tonight. They almost got out of it, and they had a last-second flight.
It's just been all over the place.
When that
this
low level
cell is taking an embedded supercell identity. That's so cool. Yes, identity.
So yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna have my main focus on this storm here, and I'll play it back. And I'm gonna go do something real quick, so I'll let y'all take over for now.
All right.
We're gonna end it at 1:30. Okay, we'll do some. Unless a tornado gets on the ground, we'll likely have to hit the ground. That's so let's briefly let's go through a wide view of what's going on here. Let me know if something's on the ground with are, we're gonna go a little longer just for these two. I just want to make sure we don't have nothing on the ground. Nothing while we're on the air at least. So here's the current view right now. We have an MCS complex stretching from northwest Arkansas to parts of eastern Oklahoma. Flash flooding continuing in parts of Missouri. Check this out. So near the Kansas area, the more flash flooding expected for parts of western Missouri, eastern Kansas. With some flash flooding definitely starting to become possible in small parts of Illinois and small parts of Missouri as storms keep training. Decent amount
Okay.
of flash flooding all the way back there. Go ahead.
I think we've already got this long confirmed by now, but it is confirmed that downtown was completely destroyed in Sulphur, Oklahoma. It's not just from the scans, but it's actual photo images.
That's
I will DM you the images real quick.
perfectly fine. Let me see here.
Okay,
Also,
first image was a before of downtown Sulphur, and we are looking at the exact same street after today.
that is definitely SIG damage. No way. That's SIG damage guaranteed. That's all. Basically, we don't pre-rate tornadoes, but telling by the damage we saw, it's 100% EF2. That's all. And normally we don't pre-rate tornadoes, but when you have damage like that, you tend to
Yeah,
think
that is
EF2 plus.
bad.
That is very bad. Um, Real quick, I do want to mention also we got more severe thunderstorm warnings going to west of Dallas, Texas Metro. 1 or 2 strong tornadoes could still happen. Some areas of flash flooding could definitely damaging straight line winds, especially with the soil being saturated. You can easily get some decent wind damage with power lines and trees.
One unconfirmed death, 50 plus injuries.
And the MCS will
No new
likely
updates on that.
continue into Arkansas by the morning.
The tornado warning for it just got renewed for Pegs, Leech, Oaks, Kansas, Cloud Creek, Calcord, Bull Hollow, Tag Flats, and Yucca.
The
that is
basically
a
southeast
renewed.
of Locust Grove.
Yeah, we're looking at Southeast Locust Grove. That is until. This is gonna be until.
Hey, Tyler, I know you want to get off. Let's wait because we might have a TDS development with Locust Grove.
Hold up.
Let's
Yeah,
wait.
I can see massive hooking on it. I don't know.
I just want to say something. That velocity looks like the beginning of a very tight couplet. Okay, yep, we got something going on.
Yeah, we gotta wait.
we're waiting.
We might have a
we got this down.
tornado southeast of Locust Grove right now.
We're looking at a tornado probably east southeast of Locust Grove, looking to be about 20 miles out.
There's gonna be east of Snake Creek here, and then again, as this develops, we're gonna speak one at a time here,
I know
per
my
usual.
distances. Don't question how I know my distances.
Again, that is
Let's see if
that
I
is an
actually got that
intense
right.
velocity signature. Moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Will remain in effect until 2 o'clock a.m. Central Time. So all of our focus will be on this storm here as it begins to develop. And there might be a TDS signature like Tristan said. We're going to wait a scan here to confirm.
Yeah, we're looking at about 10 miles east-southeast of Locust Grove
At a possible tornado, either on the ground or developing as we speak.
Isabel also confirmed it. I messaged her and she gave me 4 radar images. Yeah, that's likely on the ground. It matches everything.
It looks to be on the ground.
Yeah, and then also I just want to point out that hold up, the next radar image is about to come out. I want to see if this updates the CC.
Oh, CC's okay. We got a few blue specks. I don't like.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's just best to say that this tornado is on the ground, and for Leech, Rocky Ford, Bull Hollow, and Twin Oaks, Cloud Creek, this looks like that's gonna be where the tornado is closest to. And so right now we're gonna be treating this as a tornado on the ground, and get
Looks
the
to be
cover.
Yeah,
moving
Isabel
about-
confirms it's on the ground. There's no way it's not now.
This looks to be about north. It's moving north, northeast, Bull Hollow, Tag Flats. Yeah, I'd say what Tyler said. Probably Leech, Bull
It's-
Hollow, Tag Flats, Cloud Creek, Yucca.
It's based on the eastern limits of Locust Grove. You go to Road 412, and you go east, and then it ends right to the east of Kansas, Oklahoma. Iconic name.
Tornado watch
Um,
continuing for North Texas.
And then it goes
That
just
can be going
south
anywhere
of
soon.
J, Oklahoma might be in tornado warning next. Considering this embedded supercell
I hear you.
now has a
Update.
history of producing potential 6 spin-up tornadoes. I'm going to be honest here. But some of the velocities,
Yeah.
so we might see a new tornado for that. I would think so. And where is this heading? This is going to be a very interesting game, Tyler. This is heading into the triple or the quadruple border. Let me make sure. This is heading to the triple border of Arkansas, northwest Arkansas, southwestern Missouri, northeast Oklahoma border.
And by
So
the way, I
triple
just want to
border.
tell
That might be a quadruple. Let me check.
Tri-state border, possibly.
yeah, I just
Yeah,
want to
babe.
tell the
I
team
mean-
real quick that we will be extending until 2 o'clock a.m.
All right, sounds
For
good.
this storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a triple border. I was right. So yeah, it was triple.
All right, yeah, tornado on the ground east of Locust Grove. Looking to be confirmed now.
I'm not surprised by that. It's
QLCS tornado in Snake Creek.
I wonder who takes office there. Is it but who Tulsa takes office there?
1 unconfirmed death, 50 plus injured in Sulphur, Oklahoma by local law enforcement after 2 tornadoes hit the town.
I'm
Prayers
surprised
going out
Tulsa
to
did not
all
confirm
affected.
this, considering what we're saying.
Yeah, I would think Tulsa would confirm this by now.
I'm very
The
happy that
storm.
Southern Cell has not produced anything. As soon as they say that, it starts hooking. Oh, thank you, Mother Nature.
That ass, did it just start hooking?
They literally did it. As soon as
Yeah,
said
I can see
something.
it. We're
Yeah.
looking at we're looking at Dutchess Landing, right? Or
We're looking at the Wonder War. Oh, it never mind. It didn't hook. Good job. I didn't jinx anything for once. I'm very proud
good
of
job.
myself.
Very proud of you.
So proud of you. You deserve
Let's
a
see this
medal.
Locust Grove one here. Group. Oh, yeah, that's on the ground. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, radar indicated tornado on the ground.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
They just
Oh,
put
that-
in
that-
another severe thunder. Let's see here. Severe thunderstorm warning now for. They just put out a new one. Southeastern Delaware County, northern Adair County, and northeastern Cherokee County. That is on the border with Arkansas, up until 2:15 a.m.
Yep.
We have more severe thunderstorm warnings now heading into Joplin, Neosho, Carthage, Columbus.
Tristan, Earth Central is back at Joplin, right?
I believe it's home Pittsburgh. Yeah, I
Yes.
don't know.
One.
It's a bit
I
content.
don't know if he's still awake, but he better wake up and get his camera, man. He's a chaser after all.
Someone
Well,
ping him,
well,
like,
we're gonna be off
maybe-
stream by then, but I'll warn him that.
Yeah.
I would still
Other
try and
that-
call him maybe like 50 times, get him up.
Yeah, get him up.
You're not
Tell him to
strong.
get his camera right now.
Well, I want to get him up to make sure he don't get hit by the tornado. First of all, it's safe. Before.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking.
I don't wish this day would end already, but we do now have on the ground.
Well, don't
so
worry,
listen.
because unlike Mother Nature, we actually get some damn sleep. No wonder she's cranky all the time. She don't get no rest.
What an L.
No, but that L
Imagine
equals
not
tornadoes.
sleeping.
Could not be me. Also
Not
pulling
be
a
me.
1:35 a.m. all-nighter.
Me who goes to sleep at like 7 a.m. and wakes up like 3 p.m.
Um, I bet my girlfriend is so mad at me because she's like in the coverage already. I'm like, no.
No.
But 3 miles northeast of Pegs, Cherokee County, Oklahoma, NWS at
So we won't
1:27
start to
a.m.
see
earlier
this
reported a
storm.
TDS observed on radar. Time estimated. Reports tornado. I'm guessing.
Pretty sure this
Was
is the one that
that
we
what
were
I
all
think it
assuming.
is? Is that what I think it is? Oh, it was. Yes. Okay. This did have a confirmed tornado now. When the
Alright, let's
supercell
go.
was starting, and now. Yep. Because we had a. It's observed. They did it. Good job, Tulsa.
Good
Observed.
job,
Tornado
Delta.
warning now in
Woo,
effect.
it's observed. There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna
Observed
keep this
tornado
on.
warning in effect for basically the same areas we called out. Yep. Beautiful job, guys. Cool. We got
Tornado warning
QLCS
just
tornado
got.
early. So yeah, that is another observed tornado. That's why I wanted to stay on the air longer. Or I knew something
Uh,
was bad.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
say
so
this
the
off
tornado
stream.
warning
Hold up. I'm
for
gonna mute my
southeast
mic
of
real quick.
Mays County was canceled. Alright, we have a. So,
After this tornado, if nothing else drops, we'll go to bed. Don't worry. Yeah. I just didn't want to. I knew something bad was gonna happen. That's why I did. That's why. Good call by me though.
Yeah.
Apparently I had a.
Alright, we have an observed tornado now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even radar indicated anymore. It's observed
It's gonna be moving right into
down
Leech.
near just southwest of Rockyford and Leech.
Oh, the radar just skipped a bunch. Yeah, that's on top of Leech now. Gonna cross the highway.
That looks to be moving, continuing up towards, probably past between Bull Hollow and Cloud Creek. If it survived long enough, I'd see Sycamore in a direct path. But I don't think this is going to live on to be that long to get there.
And I'll be honest here. This
What?
actually looks like that supercell that might be a decent tornado producer. It's not just QLCS. It velocity is surviving to be very tight, and normally they disappear.
They're
This is
gonna
one of
keep
those rare
this-
instances where this might try to produce a SIG. If do, we'll see though. I hope not. I really hope not. But there's a chance. With the velocity being that tight.
Okay, so here we go. 1:35 a.m. Confirmed tornado was located near Leech, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. 42 knots.
I really hope this is not the case for the supercell, but there's a merger going on to the right of it, and if that's not cutting off the flow, that's actually making the embedded supercell stronger. It's much more rare to occur in a QLCS, but they can occur. So I
Let's hope
really
they-
hope
let's
that's
hope
not
that
helping
rarity
this
doesn't-
supercell.
Let's hope that rarity doesn't go against us, like it always seems to do.
I hope this is a destructive merger, not a constructive.
Yeah, this better be a destructive one instead of a constructive.
If it's constructive, then we might have one of those very rare potentials of a decently strong tornado. QLCS. I mean, I say rarely. The the MCS helped all those supercells perform in Southeast Oklahoma, technically. But you know what I mean by that.
Yeah. There's minor street flooding in Tulsa.
Not surprising to have some. Oh my god, that velocity is tight, Tyler. I hope you see it. I think something's wrong down there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's down there? There's like 50 down there's at this point.
Yeah, the velocity's really strong. It's Oh yeah, there is a correlation coefficient still. I was about to say it's not telling us the whole story then if it's that strong. There is a correlation coefficient still. Remember, most of these are spinning tornadoes every so often. Get this nice mesoscalic region
Another
where they
little
can
interest,
produce sick tornadoes.
quick little blip. There is recorded tornadoes right now in Guangdong, China.
Yeah, that
It's way
happened.
across,
That
but that is
happened.
something. That is a little quick blip to note. China as a whole is pretty heavily populated, so I
Yeah, that
imagine if
happened
you really
way
count any-
earlier. Yeah, well, technically yesterday now.
yeah, still gets a little note.
Yeah, because we're probably about to end
you
it
never know,
here
China.
very soon. I can
China
barely
seems
Hey,
keep
to-
my
Tyler,
eyes
I
open.
got some very bad news.
Ah, shit! What happened now?
It's a constructive merger, not destructive. It's
Oh.
constructive.
Up. I see that.
Uh-oh.
Ah, shit. Uh-oh.
Alright, well, we might be dealing with the rare potential of big UFCS. The debris, the debris actually, kind of got. It didn't get better, but it's sustained.
So we got
Interesting.
constructive merger.
I don't think it was a constructive or destructive. I think it was sometimes when the tornado go longer and it gets that right merging, it sustains itself. In this situation, that might be one of those because I see the TDS get bigger. So it might be a sustained type of merger. You can have those. I know, no one heard of it.
One tornado warning. Just go down to 0. Please go down to 0.
It's 2 actually, technically. Remember, we still have that Southern Supercell, but that hasn't done
That
it.
dropped. That was dropped.
Yeah, that
Oh,
got
it's dropped?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We only have this,
Can we go down to 0 so I
Annoying
can
piece
actually
of-
get some sleep after being live for over 18 hours
I
straight?
swear, I swear to God, if something else just spawns.
Imagine the TDS gets 2 times big. I'm not gonna change it. I don't think it will though, considering this is really the environment's not as prime as
You know what, Tyler? I will also. I sent it to our good old buddy.
the environment's not as prime.
Big
That doesn't
Fluffy
mean
here,
it can't
so I will
produce a
send
sick
it to
tornado
you.
right now.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Those images are a before and after in sulfur. That is what the damage is looking like.
Oh. Oh,
But that velocity is
jeez.
still terrifying.
So yeah, downtown's destroyed. We're looking at probably EF2 damage there.
EF3. Well, I'm not pre-rating that.
Oh yeah, we'll wait and see what get.
Yeah, that velocity is still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Alrighty.
I don't know if it's still on the ground.
I
I'm guessing
heavily
it
doubt it.
didn't take off.
I heavily doubt it.
I think yeah, I'm pretty sure it lifted already.
New flash flood warning by Lincoln. Oh, great. Flooding doesn't sleep either, apparently. Ah. Alright.
Okay.
Can I just say something real quick? Give it to the Weather Prediction Center. This upscale was completely predicted somewhat by the Weather Prediction Center for their flooding out. That was one of the best I've in a while. The Weather Prediction Center thing, I think, helped me understand how bad this could be. I'm still kind of shocked. I mean, it had high risk potential if it just didn't mess up those very few mesoscale there. But otherwise, it did pretty good. All right, let's see. Velocity. Tornado, can you die now? We have a business, and it just got better. God dang it. No.
No.
Little report coming in. There is a car on the roof of the Chickasaw Telephone Company building in Sulphur.
What? Huh?
What?
There is a
Car
supposedly
spy?
there's supposedly
What?
a car on the roof.
Okay then.
Okay.
Nice parking spot, but that's
Very
not...
hard to see, but you can make out a little bit of car there. It's very hard to see.
I mean,
Okay.
nice parking spot, but what?
Yeah, I don't understand why you would park up there, low key.
What?
Free parking, I guess.
Oh my god.
I don't know how you're gonna get off though.
A lot of people are worried that this embedded supercell is going to do a late night threat job. I can't. Well, it's
We're
gonna
not
go
being
more
live for
south
that. I'm sorry,
south,
we're
but
not.
It's not gonna. No way. That's the good
I'm
half
I'm
of that would
watching. I'm
not
looking at
go.
the Discord server now. Everyone's kind of screaming just for the stupid storm to get away from Joplin. As I quote WX Louisiana here, "Get away from Joplin, stupid storm."
It's going to, so the supercell is going to cross a little bit north west
I think it'll probably
Arkansas,
pass
and then it's
just
going to
south of
make it
Joplin.
towards it's going to be more east and south of Joplin. It's not going to be in Joplin
Alrighty.
City.
Joplin's definitely rolling in the grave right now.
Not really. They only have a 60-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm. They'll
I'll
survive.
just say we're gonna have to wrap it up like very soon.
Yeah, that's probably
Hopefully,
a
if
good
this
idea.
cell dies.
I
please
swear to
die.
God, if it gets worse by the time we go off the air.
It probably there's probably gonna be like 1 or 2 more tornadoes, but I need sleep again. Like I said, I've been live for over 18 hours. Our team's been live over 18 hours.
I got good news. The TDS doesn't seem there anymore. Velocity's still decently strong, but then the reflex also showed the
Alrighty,
tornado may not be
well,
there.
before we hop off, I just want to thank Snowball for joining us today.
Appreciate.
Yeah, you did pretty well, and I'll consider you a permanent member at some point. But I need sleep though first.
And
Get
real
your sleep
quick, before
first.
we-
I'll always be here to help. I'll be sending updates probably throughout the night in the
Alrighty.
Discord server, and also probably spamming all the DMs if something gets out of hand.
Alrighty, well, see ya, Snowball.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
This is gonna be remaining in effect until 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. CDT tornado warning still in effect up until 2 o'clock for Leech, Oaks, Rockyford, Kansas, Cloud Creek, Calcord, Bull Hollow, Tag Flats, and Yucca.
So one issue, I kind of pressed down your disconnect button, and now I can't let go. I can't let go.
Shit.
So you have any last words? Because I'm about to let go.
Quick, give me the roll.
Perfectly caught. Perfectly caught. That was perfectly caught. So.
Anyhow,
Alrighty.
tonight's an horrible. I need sleep.
Yeah, I'm
Mentally
gonna go in and
get
do
ready
the
for
outro. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit longer because I need to tell you something. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the outro real quick. Thank you for watching this coverage here. Again, make sure to subscribe as we are currently trying to grow so we can become more in the YouTube algorithm for stuff like this.
It's still observed.
Yeah, still observed, but yeah, we won't be tracking that for much longer. There could still be a tornado or two later on. I want to give a shout out for this entire event as a whole, even though there's still a day or two left, but I doubt we're going to be live for that. To Earth Central for yesterday for all the stuff that he did on the 26th. Zari, he got a tornado, but he was but he couldn't get on. There was also you, Tristan, Storm Teen, like a lot of people helped out. So shout out to them. And this has been a coverage of Watching the Skies, watching for everything. Good night.
Good night.